Boys and girls, here we go. Hello, welcome along. Anna woke up 6 minutes ago. Dave, leave the camera alone, you monster. Already. We need to staple it to the wall. And then do the same thing with the camera. Dog, pack it in. He knows he's being bad when I call him dog. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome along to, I think this is it part 4, part 5? I've lost count of the Burrow build. As you can see, look at this. We have an almost built Burrow. How many bags do you have remaining on your almost built Burrow? Brilliant. Anna woke up 7 minutes ago. I have got you a monster. Why are you drinking water?
I've already had a monster.
You clearly need another one. Goodness me. 10 bags. I thought we might finish it tonight, but I guess we won't be finishing it tonight. Should be finished in the next stream though. 10 bags. She'll get through 5 of them this evening in no problem at all once she's woken up. I gave her stew for dinner and it's finished her off, I think. I think that's the problem. As ever, boys and girls, let us know down in the chat what you're building along while you're watching the stream. It's always fun to see what you're going to be building. While Anna is carrying on with the Burrow build, I am going to be doing another entry into our winter village. It is the Santa's Visit set, which is from, I don't know what year this was, 2021. So this is the 2021 Santa's Visit Winter Village entry in the Winter Village collection. Dave, for goodness sake, I'm going to take your tail off.
I've told you that it needs to go on a shelf because he just does it.
But there is no, unless you take some Lego off your shelf, there's no way to do that.
Just stop being so thingy about it. Just...
No, it has, I'm a professional. It has to look good. There you go. There we go. Here's a nightmare. Yeah, I'll be doing this set.
Whip him up.
Huh?
If you didn't whip him up.
I haven't whipped him up.
Just calm. Just be calm.
I'm streaming. You can't be calm on a stream. You have to have energy.
But if you be calm,
be the opposite of calm.
He'll be calm.
I don't want to be calm. I need to engage the people. Look at all these people. I need to engage them in an exciting live stream. We're competing with TikTok and Coronation Street or whatever's on TV on a Friday night. I have no idea. I've not watched like scheduled TV in about 10 years. Does Coronation Street even still exist? I don't think anybody watching this knows because they'd probably be watching that instead. But hello everybody. How are we doing? Megan says your hair looks lovely today, Anna.
Thank you.
Not building anything, so taking apart some sets to make room for new ones. Excellent stuff. Washing my Lego whilst watching the stream. Okay. Washing your Lego? What, as in, like, do you just mean like cleaning it, dusting it, or are we supposed to wash it? Have you bought some used Lego maybe? That might make sense. If you've bought some used Lego, maybe you're washing it. Are we supposed to wash our Lego? I've only just got used to washing myself on a regular basis. I built that Santa house with my sister a few weeks ago. Great house. Yeah, I'm very much looking forward to it. I think it's going to be really cool. I've now built 2 of the buildings for the Winter Village. Hopefully we should have the first Winter Village update video next week sometime. I'm hoping to really get stuck into it over the course of the weekend. I've just bought the mini McLaren F1 car. Not built it yet. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Anna, what's up? She's tired. She woke up less than 10 minutes ago. So she had an after dinner nap because I filled her with a stew. Does still exist, but has gone downhill a bit. I assume that's a reference to Coronation Street and not Anna's nap. Durr Burger. You built the Durr Burger, didn't you?
I don't know.
The Fortnite Burger.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy building the Durr Burger?
Yeah.
There you go. Anna enjoyed the Durr Burger. The question is, of course, with this being a 2021 set, is it going to be one of those sets that has like 3 bags? Like once you go back to the slightly older modulars, and you just have 3 stages, and they each have like 5 bags in. And if I get into it and it's that, I'm going to go and swap it for a newer one because I just don't have the room on this table for that volume of Lego. So we might not be fully committed to this one, but let's open it up and have a look. I've got another 3 or 4 of the Winter Village sets that I could go and swap it for. Although I don't know that any of them are as recent as this one. It doesn't have a barcode on. Does that mean it's not going to be on the app? Am I going to have to use the manual like an Herbert? Oh, hold on. He says there's a barcode on that one, a QR code on that one. Panic over. And I think these are sensibly numbered bags. Yeah, we've got a bag 9 there. So we're good. We're building this set. Excuse me for a minute while I just put my bags in order. You got to put your bags in order. There's bag 1. That's not for your mouth, animal. There's 3 and 4. That is 9. Have we got any increase on 9?
Oh dear.
2, 6, 8. 5 goes in there. 7. Oh, 7's split open. I hope that's not going to lead to disaster. 7 is already split open. These are going back in the box. And then these are going back in the box. Why are you not building?
Because the noise.
What, the noise stops your hands working?
Yeah.
I've never known somebody who's into Lego who doesn't like the sound of Lego. She does fascinate me.
I don't like the sound of the bags.
Right. Let's see if I can find this on the Builder app so that I don't have to use the manual. I am anti-instruction manual now. It caused controversy on my 5 essential tools video that came out yesterday. There were 2 controversial moments on that. One of them I think is going to become a TikTok. Because the amount of people who were like, yeah, tweezers are my essential tool. I don't know what people are using tweezers for.
Screwdriver.
Yeah, Anna loves a screwdriver. Didn't make the cut on the video. What's 10 times 6, everybody? Yeah, I didn't put screwdriver on because I think you're the only person in the world who uses a screwdriver for Lego. Someone did say they use a hammer. Loads of people said tweezers. And yeah, a lot of people were in agreement with me that they've moved on to the Lego Builder app rather than the instruction books. But there were a few people who were horrified at my suggestion that the app is an essential thing and that I don't use instruction books anymore. To really upset those people, these will just go in the bin now, having not been opened. That's how we roll these days, boys and girls. Right, let's get the app up and running. I have to turn the sound off because... Oh no, it's not the updated version of the app. It's just a PDF. It's a PDF of the physical instruction book. So because it's a slightly older set, it's not fully snazzied up. So this might be troubling. It's fine. It's just a PDF of the instructions. This is what happens when you even go a little bit into the past. Stickers. In fact, yeah, stickers is a good point. Are there any stickers in here? I haven't. Oh, there's the sticker sheet. There you go. We have the sticker sheet. Found it. Good job I didn't just throw it straight in the bin, isn't it? But yeah, I think that's what people are using the tweezers for. I can only assume people who are using tweezers for their stickers haven't yet been converted to using the Wang Jangler for that purpose. Everyone knows that is the Wang Jangler's true calling. I personally don't have a lot of joy actually separating bricks with a Wang Jangler. Oh, crumbs. Where did that go? Oh no, where did that go? Dave, move. I'm coming back. I've dropped a piece.
Sugar.
Oh, there. I've dropped 2 pieces. I think. Did I drop 1 or 2?
Can you get a book?
Hold on, I've dropped a piece. Ah, it's all gone wrong, Dave. This wasn't an invitation. No.
I don't know what's going on.
I've dropped a piece. But now I don't know if I dropped 1 piece or 2 pieces. And Dave is down here with me.
Well, if he starts munching, you'll know.
Yeah, but then I won't have the piece, so that won't really help. Oh no. Someone did say, this was one of the other suggestions on the Essential Tools video, some kind of safety net for when stuff like this happens. And I'm absolutely making their point for them. I need a safety net. I can only assume that I only dropped 1 piece. And it was that piece that I found. But I think I'd already dropped the piece when that piece hit the floor. So we might be pieceless, which will be something of a disaster. Right, first thing is minifig time. It's a man with a moustache. Loves me a moustache. I don't know, rubbing your chin in contemplation and feeling a rogue hair would make tweezers very handy. I mean, who's gonna tweeze their beard? Let the beard grow, boys and girls. Beards are cool. I don't understand the removal of facial hair. Well, I do. I mean, it does get removed when it's too long. But on the whole, embrace the beard, boys and girls. Embrace the beard. It's the way forward. Right, there's supposed to be a little letter in here somewhere. Which I guess is a letter for Father Christmas Santa Claus man. Yes. Yes. There you go. We have the minifig. Mustache Man minifig. I get the benefits of the app, easier to follow, multiple ways to view it and saves paper, but at the same time I build Lego to get away from screens for a little bit. I'm not bothered about being on screens. I'm on screens all the time and they don't worry me. It's the one screen I'm on and it's just instead of a physical booklet, so I don't see it as an issue really. There were a few people who did say that, and maybe it's because as a content creator I don't have notifications turned on for anything, so I'm not going to be building away on the Lego Builder app and be disturbed by like a tweet or something, because I have all that kind of stuff turned off and very consciously just only use that when I want to go in and check it myself, so it's always done on my terms. So maybe that's why it doesn't bother me. You look like you're poised and ready to say something.
It's just in the way.
What's in the way?
Your iPad.
In the way of what?
Of the screen. It takes up a
What
lot
screen?
of screen.
There you go. I can move it back there. It's less in the way than an instruction book is. It gives me so much more. It gives me so much more real estate to actually build on than the paper instruction books did. Certainly better for streaming. I'm going to Manchester tomorrow. What should I buy from the Lego store? Anything you suggest? Which Lego store are you going to? If you're going to the one at the Legoland Discovery Centre at the Trafford Centre, then you might find some Legoland exclusive sets. You might find some retired sets or some nearly retired sets. They still have stuff in there like the typewriter, the piano, the kind of stuff that you just don't find on the shelves of a normal Lego store anymore. So I would probably be aiming to go there and get some retired stuff, or
They're
close
not
to
retired,
retired stuff.
are
Close to retired stuff. There is some retired stuff in there. Like they have the table football set in there, which is retired. So they do have some retired stuff. But if you're just going to the normal Lego store, there's so much good stuff in there at the moment. I mean, the Botanical Gardens, Anna's nearly finished building. Is it ready to show? Can you get to it to show it, or is it too far
It's
away?
too bendy.
Yeah, it's on 2 very wiggly base plates. So I think when it's done, maybe we'll make a short or a TikTok or something so you can see it finished. But I think picking it up and carrying it over here for the stream is just asking for it to crumble into a million pieces. It is definitely, I think, a solid argument for using Mills plates. When you've got 2 wibbly wobbly floppy base plates, it's I suspect it's going to have more than one rebuild in its lifespan. That's my prediction for that set. But yeah, that is a nice set to get. I think the gift with purchase is still available for the Botanical Garden, so that's a good shout. I know the gift with purchase is now sold out, at least online, for the X Mansion, so there's less good reason to rush to get the X Mansion now with the gift with purchase gone. I would wait for a discount on that. And then, of course, we've got a bunch of stuff that's now coming out on Black Friday, including a big old boat. Do you like the look of the big old... Have you seen the boat, the Endurance?
Yeah.
Are you interested in that? I'm not really interested. People seem to be getting so excited about it on TikTok and on Reddit, and I'm like, it's a boat. I don't know. I didn't realise there was such a large crossover between Lego fans and people who were really into boats, but
It's the same
apparently
with
there
cars,
is.
isn't it?
Cars I kind of understand a little bit more though, because I think just in general society there are a lot of people who are really into cars. I don't come across in my day-to-day life a lot of people who are really into old boats, but maybe it's just something you don't talk about as much as you would talk about being into
There's
cars.
Titanic.
Titanic I think is different, because the Titanic is
Right.
like, yeah, but it's also a massive like cultural reference point, whereas I had to look up what the Endurance was. Did you know what the Endurance was?
When someone said it was a boat, then I was like,
I know it's a
oh.
boat, but did you like? I don't know
Yeah,
what
I
the
know what
relevance of this boat is. I had to look up why it's a boat that's worth making a Lego set out of.
Oh, I don't know what it did.
Yeah, exactly. I think most people wouldn't know what it was. I looked it up and I've now forgotten again, so I'm very confused. How do you find out what's going to be retired? Right now, there is a section on the Lego website labelled "Retiring Soon," and also in the store, they're labelled on the shelf as "Retiring Soon." So now we're within like 6 weeks of the official retirement date at the end of December. Lego themselves are labelling them. You can usually find out further in advance than that, because the retailers get sent lists and those lists get leaked and end up on Reddit and places like that. So there's usually a way to get a good idea a little bit earlier in advance. But right now, Lego themselves are literally telling you, if you go on the website, you can filter by sets that are retiring this year and have a look to see what there is. And there's some really good sets that are disappearing now, which is, for a lot of them, your last chance to buy them at a reasonable price, because not all sets are guaranteed to shoot up in price the moment they retire, but a lot of sets do. So if you're looking to get some of this stuff that's on the retirement list, guaranteeing you can get it for normal retail price, or in some cases below retail price, because some of this stuff is on sale both with Lego and with other retailers. So now is the time to buy some of these sets. The Office is one of those sets that's retiring. The Batcave Shadow Box is retiring. There's a lot. There is like the typewriter, the piano, the Fender Stratocaster, the Creator 3-in-1 Castle. There's loads of really good sets that are retiring that you might want to just check out the Lego website and see which ones are on their way out, and maybe think about making a purchase before the end of the year, because if you leave it any longer than that, you might find you're paying more for it. Equally, you might find you're not, but you might end up paying more. Right, where did we get to? I think the lack of model boat sets is what is getting people excited. Lots of cars, not many boats. I won't be getting the endurance due to the lack of penguins. What? Excuse me? Lack of penguins? Should there be penguins on it? Mm-hmm. What is that monstrosity on the wall behind you, Kev? How could you let that happen? What, that Final Fantasy display picture? Is that what they mean?
What do you mean, the Final Fantasy?
There's a Final Fantasy display up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not acknowledging the Mona Lisa. I'm being a funny guy, not acknowledging Mona Lisa. Anna likes it, and Anna makes the decisions about what goes on the wall. So
I like art sets.
yeah, she wanted to make it, so once it's made, it may as well go on the wall. I actually don't mind it now. I'm used to it now. It's just kind of there. It's fine. Got the Titanic yesterday at the opening of the new Lego store in Bristol on bag 6. So happy. That's very cool. Very, very cool. I would love to build it, but I would not want to have to then store it afterwards. I hope you've got a plan, because it's enormous. I didn't realise the new Bristol store opened yesterday. It almost would have been worth a trip down there, just to get the. Did you get the brick? Because they always have like a special brick at store openings, don't they? Never been to a store opening. Was in Battersea Power Station the day the Battersea Power Station store opened, but we saw the queue and was like, yeah, I'm not that desperate for a unique brick. Probably would queue now, but this was a couple of years ago, or whenever it was that store opened, and I was with Pab and Sheepdog and couldn't convince them that it was a good idea for us to stand and wait in line. Unreasonable. A pair of unreasonable gentlemen.
Yeah, but if they know about the brick, they like a collectible.
They do like it. Pab would have probably queued it, but it was Sir Grumps a lot, who obviously isn't going to stand in a queue, is he? Come on. You can't imagine Sheepdog standing in a queue. It's not his jam. Did you say some 3-in-1 castle? Yeah, there's a lot of rebrickables to the 3-in-1 castle. So again, if you always had it at the back of your mind to buy a few of those so that you could do some of the cool rebrickables, it's out of stock on Lego.com. I noticed yesterday, but it is in stock around and about the place. I think I got it off of the Lego website on the last. Was it triple up? Did we have triple points or double points? We had a big points day around Prime Day, and I think that's when I got the 3-in-1 castle, because I was very much one of those people who was like, I really like the look of that. I am going to get it at some point, and just hadn't got round to it, but knew it was retiring, so got it when it was double points or triple points or whatever it was. I just bought the motorised lighthouse on offer at John Lewis. Been wanting it forever, but the usual price was just way too steep. Yeah, I think I got that on a discount earlier in the year. I certainly didn't pay full price for it, but it is a cool set. My one issue with that is it's so tall. There's just not really anywhere to put it. It doesn't fit on any of my shelves. It doesn't fit in the Lego City shelves. It doesn't fit on a Billy bookcase unless you dedicate like half the bookcase to it. So at the moment, we've got it stood on top of a Kallax at the top of the stairs, and it does look cool, but it's very much... It's bordering right on the cusp of the stuff that's like the Titanic, like the Eiffel Tower of, yes, it's cool, but it's very much a collector's piece for somewhere in your house, and you need to have a plan for where you're going to put it. You can't just stick it on a shelf in your Lego room or where your office or somewhere like that. It's too big. But it is a cool set. There's some really good prices on John Lewis at the moment. They've got the two modulars, the Jazz, is it the Jazz Club and the Boutique Hotel? Are they the two that are still available? They're £150 each on John Lewis, so that's a deal worth checking out. There's lots of good stuff going around. Obviously, we're reaching that time of the year. Black Friday is on the horizon. A lot of sales have already started. It's so frustrating that you get the best deals at the time of year when everyone's skint because they're having to buy stuff for other people. I want these deals in like June when we've got nothing else to spend money on, rather than now when we've got to be thinking of Christmas. The Hogwarts Express Collector's Edition is retiring soon. There you go. I've been seeing online today they're bringing back... Yeah, Simpsons Lego is back next year. It's not clear from what I've seen whether it's going to be like a do-over of the house and stuff like that, similar to what they did with the Disney Castle. Or is it going to be completely new stuff that they've not done before? They've not announced sets, but they have said the Simpsons theme is back. We have a light-up brick. Has it still got juice in it after 3 years? Yes, it has. Of course it has. Lovely, lovely, lovely. For anyone wondering why I am machine gunning talking a lot, if you weren't in at the start of the stream, Anna had a little nap and is quite sleepy, so I'm shielding her from having to say too many words until she's all woken up and ready. So that's why I'm dominating the chat and just letting her get on with her build. You'll know when she wakes up because she'll start making lots of noises, won't you? So I'm shielding her at the moment with my man mouth. I recently got the 3-in-1 castle before it retires. Now considering it the Eldorado Fortress. Yeah, that was on offer at very earlier in the year. I think that's where I got the Eldorado Fortress from. But yeah, that is I love the Eldorado Fortress. The Eldorado Fortress made me rethink my Lego room and decide that top shelf in the Lego room was going to be pirates, castles, and like medieval stuff and Vikings and all those kind of sets. Just a whole bunch of those because the Eldorado Fortress was so cool that I needed to have it as part of a wider thing because it's great and deserved to have a very prominent position. Loved it. One thing I'm finding with using the app for this slightly older set... One thing I'm finding with using the app for a slightly older set where it is just a copy of the PDF, the colours are off. I think with the slightly older sets, and this is only a 3-year-old set, I think there probably is an argument to be made that the instruction manual would probably be better because some of these colours, as colourblind Magoo, are well off where they're supposed to be.
Well, you are picking green and red, which are your worst colours.
Yeah, but that green's very different from that green, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's completely different. So, yeah, it's not ideal.
Have you got tummy ache?
I have not, no. Any idea if National Brick events are good? They're coming to Aberdeen in February. Yeah, we've been to a few. I like them. We'll definitely be going to a few more. We went to one in Coventry. We went to one in... Was the one in Peterborough National Brick events? I think I went to the Nottingham. I've been to a few, and they are good. There'll be videos on the channel. If you search Block Party National Brick events, you'll find examples of those shows. They are good. I had a good time. I would go so far as to say a jolly good time. The mini-scale Hogwarts retires this year after 6 years. Well, there we go. I don't think I need a Hogwarts castle in my life. I'm not that into Harry Potter. I realise Anna's building a Harry Potter set now, but I think that the attraction of this was more that it's an unusual build, wasn't it? Rather than it being Harry Potter. Same as the Gringotts one. I think if we saw Gringotts on a deal, you would take the plunge on that as well. Would you have bought this set yourself, or is it just because I got it as my I've been away for a week guilt present?
Yes.
So you wouldn't have bought it?
No. Not t-shirts, I'm backwards.
Nice. Because I was in Liverpool working away for a week, and I was away for the 1st of September when this set released. So I sent Anna a message saying, right, I'm going to the Lego store to do new release day as normal. I'm making a video. Is there anything you like?
What guilt present do you want?
Yeah. I've been away a week. What do you want me to spend? What do you want me to buy for you? And she was like, the Burrow. And I was confused because she'd never shown any interest in Harry Potter stuff before. But it is cool. It's a cool set. Taking a break from Dragon Age, so I thought I'd stop by. Anna's also taking a break from Dragon Age, effectively. We've seen there's a possibility of a new Arkham Asylum next year. I mean, I think it's more than a possibility. It's on the slate. So unless something goes wrong, it's coming. It's going to be in summer next year. We don't know much about it yet, other than the fact it's going to be a big set because it's rumoured to be a $400 price point. So that's like just below, that's like Disney Castle price, or just below Avengers Tower price. That's more than X-Mansion price, or Sanctum Sanctorum price, or modular price. So it's going to be a... What just happened?
No.
You dropped a piece.
It's right over
So
there.
it's going to be quite a big set. What? Is it a
Green.
watering can?
Yeah. Dave would chomp on it. Dave would eat it.
He does love a chomp, doesn't he? If the video is on the channel, I've watched it. It's definitely... We've got multiple, I'm sure, from National Brick Events. So yeah, you'll have seen it, and I imagine approved, because it wasn't controversial and terrible like that one bad one that we went to, which I can't even remember the name of now. What was that called? Brickfest Live, something like that. It's not like that. It's good. Will Anna go back to bed after she's built her Lego, or will she stay up a bit if she's had a nap? Anna, would you like to field that one?
Probably go back to bed.
She says that now, I think, after 3 years, 3 hours of waking herself up and engaging with you lot. I think she'll be up till like 1 a.m. now playing games.
Tired.
You're tired right now, but I think the tiredness will wear off as you stream. I certainly find doing a stream, I can't go straight to bed after a stream because it gets the adrenaline firing, so I have to be in performer mode. So I certainly can't go straight to bed after a stream. 'Tis not possible. I think I'm building a Christmas tree here, quite a large one. I keep finding wang janglers in drawers. It's always the risk with a wang jangler. Are you on book 3? Book 3. Woohoo.
I don't know what else is going to be on it.
I mean, is that the front or is that the back?
I don't know.
That's the back, I think. So I guess just detail.
What for? 1, 2, 3, 4,
alright.
5, 6, 8 bags?
Interior. Loads of interiors. Oh, it looks like there's a whole new level going on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Where?
I don't know. I'm sure we'll figure it out. You did Coventry, Nottingham, Peterborough ones that I'm sure of. Time for a monster. Who's a monster? What are you saying,
For
Topher?
me.
Oh, I see. Yeah, she's got a monster.
But I've already had one on my kidneys hurt.
Goodness me. Oh my word. I did get her one out of the fridge though, to try and wake her up a little bit. No, I'm not going to let her have stew before a stream again. Clearly it sits too heavy on her and has turned her into a sleeposaurus.
Well, if you didn't wake me up halfway through a nap, I would think I would have been
That's
okay.
because before I stream, before I sit in these chairs for hours, I have to go and stretch my back out on the bed because it hurts sitting like this for 3 hours. And I walked into our bed. I can't, and I can't build, and I'm not energetic enough. So I walked into our bedroom to do that, and Anna was lying across the bed. So I had to wake her up and
That's
move
where
her.
I ended up.
I don't understand it. I've never found myself just across a bed asleep.
You've not lived then. What is this here?
That's your body.
Yeah, but what's underneath?
Ribs, I think, are in there. Would you invest in Light My Bricks sets? I've got some Light My Bricks for the Avengers Tower and the Daily Bugle. I'm afraid to use them.
So why buy them?
Well, I'm going to use them, but I'm just afraid. I'll do a video on them at some point. But yeah, I will. Probably not for the Winter Village this year. I feel like that could be an upgrade on the Winter Village next year, because obviously doing the Winter Village is going to be an annual thing. This year it's going to be all about getting the sets in, getting a layout sorted. So next year we need something different for it. I don't want to do everything that's possible to do this year. So next year, I guess the focus will be more on, right, we built this really cool thing last year. The sets have been in storage all year. We can pull the We can pull the sets out of storage, put them back in an arrangement. Now what do we do to make it better? We can't just add that year's set and call that a project. So maybe it'll be next year we light it all up or add some motorized stuff to it, or we need to level it up next year. So we've got to save some stuff for
Don't know. Got another
one of the Weasleys would be my guess. A Weasley.
Ron, maybe.
Could be
Or
Ron.
the dad. No, the dad, because he's got wrinkles.
There you go.
Whatever the dad's name is.
I think there's a back and a front to the set that opens up. There you go. So you've got a whole other side to it, potentially. Having built a few of these Winter Village sets now, I've built quite a few Christmas trees lately. This is the coolest one so far. This is a nice Christmas tree. It's very fiddly, but it feels like it's going to be a big boy. Anna's grunting and groaning.
I am hurting a little bit.
There we go. Gallbladder. No, her gallbladder's fine.
Oh, no.
If it was gallbladder, she wouldn't be sat here.
I have a higher pain threshold than you.
Yeah, gallbladder pain, you haven't. Not a chance. Gallbladder pain is the worst pain in the history of the universe.
Only because you're a pansy.
No, confirmed by everyone who's ever had gallstones. Gallstones are nightmarish.
Food, Kevin. You're like dying.
Yeah, you wait and see. If you ever get gallstones, you wait and see. You would not just be sat here doing it. And plus, you didn't have anything really fatty or bad. Unless you've been filling your face with chips all day before I gave you dinner.
Yeah.
Then you haven't had anything to generate a gallstone problem. You had a lovely, healthy, home-cooked meal. Just meat and vegetables. Yeah, when I had my first gallbladder attack, I thought I was having a heart attack. Because it's right in the centre. So, if anything, it's more likely to be a kidney stone, what she's describing, than a gallstone, which is still bad, but not as bad, having had both. I haven't started the X-Mansion yet. I'm focusing on the Winter Village at the moment. I'm not mad with it, but I think I am waiting for a rebrickable to make it bigger.
There already is one, isn't there?
There is one, so if I do that, I've got to buy the parts and then wait for them. And I don't really want to be spending money on parts right now. It might not even get done this year. We'll see. It might be I buy the parts in the new year. Or if it's just adding an extra floor, I might build it in the next few weeks and then add the extra floor to it when I get round to buying the parts, maybe. We'll see. I'm not in a huge rush. My priority at the moment is the Winter Village. Because it's already... We're closing in on mid-November already. So we need to get the Winter Village in place. Because it's kind of a cornerstone for the content over the next month or so. So this is the priority currently. My wife had 2 children. Gallstones was so much more painful. Yeah, that's what...
no uterus.
That's what several nurses said to me. Both gallstones and kidney stones, I had nurses say that to me. I've had X amount of kids, but this pain was much worse when I had this. It's quite a common thing for nurses to say. What a cool tree this is turning into. It's lovely, lovely, and indeed lovely. Dave, what have you got, my little friend? Some kind of wrapper. A Mars bar wrapper.
How? Where? Where from?
Probably from the floor. Or out of the bin, maybe. Anna, have you taken anything for the pain? Anna is, if you took a lit match near Anna, she would just catch fire because of all the painkillers in her. I assume painkillers are flammable. Anna is always doped up to the gills.
It's just a new pain. I don't know.
The problem with chronic pain is that when she's ill or when she has additional pain on top of her normal pain, she can't really do anything about it because she already takes enough painkillers to down a horse just to get out of bed in the morning. Taking more painkillers is an option. Like she can't have a Lemsip because it's got paracetamol in.
That is true.
What do you think of the pink flower bouquet that was leaked, Anna? I assume that's for you. I could probably show you it if you'd like to see it. Would you like to see it? I imagine it's on the Reddit.
I don't go on Reddit.
Pink flower bouquet. Pink flower bouquet. There's a lot of the Chinese New Year stuff. There you go. Pink flower bouquet.
Oh, that's nice. What's
pink flower
what
bouquet?
Is it? What is there a back to it?
What do you mean a back
What
to
is
it?
it?
I think it's one you put in a vase.
Oh, okay.
Or like hold for your wedding.
I don't think you could hold that, but it would fall apart very quickly because them ones up there.
So do normal flowers though.
Not
Can't be more flimsy than normal
they
flowers.
are. You knock them. Like alcohol, if you light a match, I wouldn't explode. I don't drink. What time is it?
7:30.
I should really take more. I took some at 3:30, so yeah, I am due some.
But it's also why she can't drink alcohol, because of the amount of painkillers in her system.
I don't remember the last time I had any alcohol.
You can't have any, can you?
No. But I don't mind the alcohol-free stuff. Like there's like a
I think
whole
it probably
section
helps
now.
that I don't drink. If I was getting drunk,
Drinking a goat.
then you'd probably want to get involved.
Do you want to move that out of the way and I can bring this over?
What am I moving out of the way? She's bringing the Botanical garden over, boys and girls. This is very dangerous. You can tell she's waking up a little bit. So this is an almost finished Botanical garden. Make sure both base plates go on or it'll just bend. There you go. Almost finished. How many bags have you got left? One bag remaining. It's a big boy, but it is very cool. It's got a little coffee shop in it, so it's going to be like the 30th coffee shop in the Lego City. There's a little wabbit here. Lots of flowers all over the place. There's a squirrel in the bin around the back. It's like being at Centre Parks having squirrels in the bin. There's a little tea room over here. Lots and lots of plants within it. It's very cool. It's a really cool set. It's enormous, but it is a really cool set. Bigger than the X-Mansion, as we saw when we were in the Lego store last week. Feels fairly sturdy. I'm not touching it. Having not been involved in the build process, I don't want to push or pull parts that I don't know what they do. It's too risky. Yeah, let's not mess with it on camera because you'll cry if it falls apart. Make sure you support both base plates. Because I learned to my displeasure with Assembly Square, when you have multiple base plates on something, if you only support one of them, then it hinges round and the side you've not got your hands under just collapses and into sadness. You're going to have to take the water out of your mouth and tell me what you want. She's just got a mouthful of water.
Oh,
sugar. Why didn't you just swallow the water and communicate with words?
Yeah.
It's falling apart. While she's fixing it, that's the Christmas tree I've just been making. Look how cool that is. It's got the little decorations on and everything. I like it.
Right. First I have to... This was in the way, so I know where to put it.
Mills plate it. Yeah, I mean, I would have done.
Well, I didn't know it was I thought...
But Anna doesn't Mills plate her modular stuff. She has a few modulars in this room. I can see the bookshop. I can see the police station. None of it's on Mills plates. It wouldn't actually... I can see the police station wouldn't fit on the shelf if it had a Mills plate on it. Yeah, I would have put it on a Mills plate. Have I finished? I've not even started the X Mansion yet. No, I've been busy with the Winter Village, so I haven't started the X Mansion yet. Oh, this goes. So okay, so this now goes on top of this. Oh my word! I know what's about to happen. This has got the light brick in. This is going to look brilliant. So that goes in there like that, and then it lights up the whole Christmas tree.
Need lights off, but yeah.
Look at that! That's great.
How long did that build? Oh God.
That is so cool.
About 10 hours.
This is why we need the website.
About 10, 12 hours.
Oh, there you go. It's in properly now.
I don't know, because all I did was sat at that table with the remote and just was watching.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yep. Over.
I have words. There you go. Oh, I put it properly in the base now, so now you can just. You don't need to whack it down like that. You just push the top a little bit, and it lights up. Very cool. Isn't it? Yeah, I've got words. The Christmas tree lights up when you press down on it. They are the words from the manual. Thanks, manual. I figured that out just by looking at it. I'm a Lego pro.
Oh, it's English, Spanish, and.
Yeah. Le sapin de Noël s'illumine lorsque appuie dessus. I guess that's French. And then we've got Spanish. El arbolito de Navidad se ilumina al presionarlo.
He's got something.
You're welcome. What you got? He's got a tissue or an envelope or something papery.
How's the little guy? Who?
Dave, he's fine.
He's all right.
X Mansion New Year's Day stream, start 2025 strong. Maybe. I mean, who knows? Maybe this is something we've not really experimented with on this channel yet. Maybe I'll do it all in one stream or something. Do like the equivalent of a Twitch subathon, but as a maybe we'll do it on Black Friday. Although I do need to go to the Lego store on Black Friday.
Streaming on Thursday next week then?
No, we're doing the podcast on Thursday next week. What's Thursday next week?
Lego Horizons.
Oh, is it? Then I guess I am streaming. Yeah. Because I'm going to stream that game when it comes out. On this channel. We'll do a little bit of Lego Horizons so you can see how it looks as the new Lego game.
What have I missed here?
We've got lots of little presents. Lovely little presents. Those on there. And I think... Oh no, we've still got... So it's just loads of little presents to go around the base of the tree is what I'm building now.
I've done something. I don't know. No, that's... I'm going to throw it in the bin.
Why are you going to throw it in the bin?
Because I'm confused.
Don't be confused.
I seem to have just missed the whole section.
Have I played any Lego games? I've played bits of some of them. I played the Harry Potter ones a bit. I played quite a lot of the superhero ones. They did Batman and Marvel, didn't they? Way back when. The piece that I found on the floor hasn't been used, so this isn't the piece that I dropped. This is just a different piece that was on the floor, and it seems I didn't need the piece that I dropped because I've nearly finished the bag. I played Star Wars. Again, bits of them. So I'm aware of how the Lego games work. I'm not, it can't be said, not a massive fan of them. Anna really likes them. What we might do is if we can find a way to... Well, I was going to say if we can find a way to get a second chair in my office, you could maybe sit in there with me and we could stream together.
If there's a fan, yes.
There is a fan. You know there's a fan in there.
You don't like having it on.
I have it on all day, every day. Trumpet. Because it gets very hot in my office under all those lights. Right, we have lots of safety warnings about batteries now. And that's the end of that annual.
Don't eat batteries.
So, well, there's batteries in that.
Yeah, don't eat them.
Yeah, don't eat batteries, kids. So, it confirms that it's retired. So now I need the other instruction manual. So that was the first manual, which is just a little fence, a Christmas tree. Where can I put this so you can see it? Christmas tree, little fence, and some presents to go on the bottom of the Christmas tree. That was bag one. The way all these Winter Village sets seem to be is you have a tiny little booklet one, which is what you give the kids to do. And then you have the big, thick book 2 that's got like 8 bags, which is where you do the actual building. So it's a way that parents can build with their kids, but the kids get to do the tiny little bit and the adult gets to have all the fun of building the big house.
What, you give the kid the battery?
I would in this case. I'm not letting them build the building. They can mess around with this one bag, this tiny manual. Alright, let's pop these up there out of the way, because now we've got loads of pieces left over, which makes me feel like I missed a load of stuff out, but I didn't. What's the new Lego game? It's Lego. It was based on Horizon Zero Dawn, or what is it? What it's called?
Yeah.
The PlayStation game. So it's very it's very niche. It's a weird situation with Horizon, PlayStation, and Lego, because like 3 years ago, they had the tall mech, which is over there, which I can't bring over because it's delicate, which was a one-off Lego set based on a PlayStation exclusive video game that anyone who doesn't have a PS4 or a PS5 has never heard of. So they made one set. Fast forward 3 years, and now there's a Lego game version of that original PlayStation game. So I assume it's all part of the original deal. They made a Lego set and they made a game. No one really knows why. It's not like it's not a massively big deal as a game.
Horizon is yesterday is on
for
PlayStation.
people for PlayStation gamers it is, but that's a subset of a subset. You got to take the category of gamers, which doesn't cross over hugely with Lego necessarily. And then within that, it's got to be PlayStation gamers, which again is a subset of gamers as a whole. So it's niche upon niche, but it exists. And I think as a result of being allowed to make what is a very cool Lego set, they're now they've made a game. It's not exactly Star Wars or Batman or Marvel or Harry Potter, is it? It's not on that level.
Hobbit.
If you look through all of the previous Lego games, it's not close to the level of any of them as an IP, but it exists. And we'll play it when it's out. We'll see what it's like. Would love to see you play the Lego games together. They're usually 2 players. Me and Anna can't play games together because Anna gets cross with me. Really very cross. Because I don't play games right. Do I?
You're doing that.
Right. Ready for some information? Ho, ho, ho. It's Santa's big night, and the family living in this cosy little house is getting ready for his arrival. Cards have been collected from the mailbox, the table has been set, gifts have been wrapped, and cookies and milk have been laid out for the holly jolly gentleman. Should have been mince pies, not cookies. Americans. All he needs to do is drop down the chimney and share a little bit of Christmas cheer.
Do you reckon they know what mince pies are?
No, they have no culture. And then we meet Chris McVeigh, who has a beard, glasses and a hat. He's the designer. This is the second set Lego designer Chris McVeigh has created for the Winter Village collection, so he's well on his way to becoming the Yuletide specialist in the design team. This is a quote from Chris McVeigh. The holiday season is always a magical time for my family and everyone else's families, Chris. It's been fun to inject a few of my own traditions and experiences into this set, from the new holiday cookie to the hidden gifts. So this man, is responsible for it being a cookie and not a mince pie. This handsome, bearded, bespectacled gentleman. Him and his silly family traditions of eating the wrong treats at Christmas. Maniac. Right, what have we got here? Woohoo!
No, God. Please, you got to.
His bag too. Did you like Lego Dimensions? I didn't ever play it. Did you ever play Lego Dimensions?
Did I play them?
That was the one that came with the little... It was like Skylanders, but Lego, if I recall. I think I remember it existing.
No, I didn't.
But I think because we bought a lot of Skylanders, we didn't want to get into something that involved having to buy a load of accessories again.
Oh, I wanted to, but it was too much of a faff.
This is a lot of Lego to put on this tray in this first bag.
Jesus.
There's going to be some rummaging noises here because this is a lot of Lego.
Well, if you
It's
empty that top
overflowing.
bit,
That's where Mr. Moustache is hanging out.
but if you just want to put it,
And my Huang Jangler.
if you want to put your spare bits in a bag or something.
No, I'll just leave them in there. It's all right. I'll move some of this across.
Oi! No.
I talked about this a little bit on the video. about how these trays are good unless you have a lot of Lego in one go, and then they're just not big enough. This is one of those examples. Lego Dimensions had potential to be massive, but sadly didn't happen. I mean, it was too late to market. It came out after Skylanders, after Amiibos, and it was just like, it's the third version of this we've had in 2 years. People have been burnt by the first two, initially going mental and then burning out very quickly and not being great. And I think it was harmed more by what had come before than what it actually was. So it got to the point where someone like Anna, who pretty much plays every game that ever comes out ever.
That's not true, is it?
I mean, it's not far off true.
I don't play any of the shooters or anything.
Well, it's
like
not
that.
a shooter. But yeah, when it gets to the point where Anna doesn't play it, that's when you know they've done something wrong somewhere along the lines. We have Tea Woman to go with Mustache Man. I mainly play the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings levels on Lego Dimensions. There we go. There we go. Like I say, never played it, so that means nothing to me. But I'm sure it's a delight. Right, where are we? Let's start housing. Is this a house? It is a house, isn't it? Yeah, it's a big blue house. I hope there's a bear in it. I'd love there to be a bear in my big blue house. That would be great. And then I'd like to sniff the screen. One year, when the kids were very small, in fact, Amy probably didn't exist, but Lucy was really into Bear in the Big Blue House. And she got like 5 different Bear in the Big Blue House toys for the same Christmas. The entire house was just covered in sniffing bears that Christmas Day. She loved it. She must have been really small because my mum was still alive that Christmas. So that was a long time ago. But she very much enjoyed her sniffing bear. I love the Hogwarts Legacy game. Shame it's single player. I enjoyed what I played of Hogwarts Legacy, but it didn't play enough of it. It's my problem that I have with a lot of games these days because I'm so busy with work stuff. I rarely have time to sit down and play a big game anymore because I'm usually working on something somehow. Like Dragon Age. I love the Dragon Age franchise. The new Dragon Age game has been out a week. I've played it for 2 hours because I just haven't had time. I've been too busy. And that's just... I'm going to have a lot of gaming to do when I retire. Not that you'll be able to get games from now in 25 years when I retire. Because no one's going to keep them anywhere. We're going to lose all our digital stuff. It's all a disaster. It's all gone wrong. Buy physical media. But yeah.
Why would you lose digital?
Because they'll just take them offline when people stop playing them. That's the danger of everything going digital, isn't it? Servers go offline. Servers aren't going to stay online forever.
You don't need servers to play single player games.
You need servers to download them.
That's why I like
If I wanted to go and play them in 20 years' time. Just watched your advent calendar video. I love the Lego family for the Winter Village. They are very splendid. They will be making their way into the Winter Village. Like I said at the start of the stream, hopefully we will have our first Winter Village video next week. Because this is the 3rd of the Winter Village sets that I've built now. We've obviously got the stuff from the advent calendars as well to go in. I basically want to get pretty much everything done before we get to December, because in December we're going to be doing the Home Alone. That's going to be daily shorts and TikToks, doing 1 bag a day as like a alternative advent calendar, doing the Home Alone thing, which I don't know as yet whether Anna's doing that with me or if I'm doing that on my own. We have not discussed it. Are we building that together or am I doing it on my own?
We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. There we go. You'll get a retro PS5 Mini in 25 years like the NES Mini. Yeah, but it's not necessarily going to have Dragon Age on it because licensing then gets complicated, doesn't it? It was simpler back when Nintendo published 90% of the games that came out on their console. Much easier for them to license re-releases from themselves. Anna, did you play The Last of Us on PlayStation? We both played Last of Us. Last of Us... we both played it all the way through to completion. And Sheepdog. We all played it all through before it even released. That was back when we used to get pre-release games for the podcast. back before
then
we
you
upset all the
messed it up.
companies. It wasn't just me.
It was
Sheepdog was
just
involved.
you.
It was not just me. It was us as a collective.
And I told you to be quiet.
Broke some
but you wouldn't,
embargoes.
would you?
It was funny. It was worth it.
It wasn't funny.
It was very funny. People still talk about it now. It's hilarious.
Only you talk.
It was worth it for the bit. But yeah, we don't get pre-release stuff anymore. I don't think many people do, to be fair. Certainly not on our size. I don't think it's a hugely common thing anymore. I think it was very much of its time, getting loads of pre-release stuff. Oh, there you go.
I don't think I've seen Harry Potter that much to know what this is. But it seems like a table with chairs. It's really hard to show, but there's like a seat kind of thing going on. I play most of my games on PlayStation. I said about the best thing from dying.
I mean, Best Thing From had plenty of chances. It's not sad that it died. We tried to bring it back too many times. It needed killing 15 years ago and not coming back. It's just people don't like the concept. It's dead forever now.
But there is some fans out there, and that's
Yeah,
nice
but there's
to
not
have.
enough to justify doing it. It's Best Thing From. Well, it was the first on internet project I was ever involved in. Mine and Sheepdog's first podcast, and it was very expensive to make. It was very expensive back then. It was very expensive when we tried to bring it back a year or two ago. It's just a very expensive podcast or YouTube series to do, and we just have never had the funding to be able to do it. So it's dead for good now.
And Sheepdog never contributed to it.
That's true. Did you see a rubber duck in the Burrow set? It's a throwback to Chamber of Secrets. Have you seen a rubber duck?
It's in the bath.
There you go. It's in the bath. It's a throwback to Chamber of Secrets, apparently.
There you go.
I don't remember a rubber duck in the Chamber of Secrets, but I believe there was one there.
Mm-hmm.
I very much read the books years ago as they were coming out, and probably watched the movies as they came out with the kids, and haven't consumed any new Harry Potter content in about 15 years. So
That can't be true. Because you were reading it to Amy when you put Amy to bed, and that wasn't that long ago. You've only known 12 weeks.
No, okay, yeah, maybe a little bit more recently than that. But yeah, I don't remember stuff from Harry Potter, is where I was going with that.
Oh, sugar.
We've got lots of little snowy...
This. On bag
there
18.
you go.
It's took a while.
I'm building a very snowy baseboard.
Do we know what that is? Or where it lives?
Where do you go? You go there. This is a very unusually shaped bottom to this building. I think this whole bag is just laying the foundation.
See this? I have a very fancy thing, and I don't know where it goes. I have a fancy...
What's his name?
I'm just going to put it on this table somewhere if I can't. But yeah, it's like a fancy smancy thing. And I don't know what it is. I'm going to stick it there. It can live in there. I had a lot of fun editing the videos, and I had a load doing it. I don't know what that means.
Just do a Best Thing From.
BTF? What's that? Do we know?
Best Thing From. Most people here have no idea what it is, so we probably shouldn't dwell on it too much. I certainly wouldn't urge anybody to go and find it.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
What, you want me to spend £1,000 per video?
I don't. No. Jesus.
Flying around Europe.
Yeah, you need to get Sheepdog putting his hand in his pocket.
Well, it was content for my channel, not his.
Why is that in such a peculiar shape?
Because it's a little corner building.
Put it onto the thing so
It's too wibbly wobbly. This is the base plate I'm building, but it's very delicate at the moment.
But the thing's right in the way.
I'm connecting it all together. Once I've got these on, it's going to be a bit more sturdy, I think. And I'll be able to show it properly then. There you go. It's a bit more sturdy now. So it's a little corner building. Or a big corner building, I guess. Oh, now we're turning him over. And putting on a big front. A big fat front.
I like the pictures.
What pictures?
On the sticker.
Oh, the stickers. There we go. And oh, more little joinersons. Oh, where's me didgeridoo? There he is. And then you go there. And then you go there. And now it's like an angel.
Like a love. If you took that bit, yeah, it is an angel.
Right, now we're finally, having built the base, going to get some walls in. We love a wall around here. We're definitely wall people. Right. First brick. Been building for an hour. That's the first brick I've used. We need a first brick song.
First brick.
Oh, see, Anna's awake now. She's singing the first brick song.
I know, you asked for a song.
Yeah, it's a good song. I enjoyed it. Do 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 do. And now we're going to lay a floor. We got a couple of bricks in. And now we've got to do flooring.
I'll do it.
No, you won't.
I love flooring. I apologise for the yawning, but I am a little sleepy.
Oh, that's lovely and moist. Tasty. Nothing quite like a couple of days after the Brita filter change. So when water tastes at its most delicious, boys and girls.
Hello, Dave.
Do you guys have a Discord where we can post pics of builds we do? We absolutely do, yes. If it's not in the description to the stream, and I'm not sure that it is, it's definitely in the description to all of the videos on the channel. So just go and find the most recent video, and about halfway down the description there is a link to the Discord, which you can then join, and there is a section on the Discord for exactly that purpose, called Lego Builds. And
My
you
phone
are
doesn't
very
like
welcome to
to
get involved.
stay logged into that sometimes. It just doesn't stay on.
Yeah, Anna doesn't really use it because
My phone
she's old. Too old for Discord. Too old for Reddit. Too old for Discord.
Yeah, I don't really know. I thought Reddit was like where people went to put stories about people, and I was like, that's a bit weird.
Reddit is just, it's what forums turned into. It's just like a forum hosting platform. So there's subreddits on just about every topic you can possibly imagine.
But you don't have chat rooms on there, do you, or anything?
What do you mean by chat rooms?
Isn't that what forums used to be?
No, forums were places to do like threads of information. That's basically what Reddit is. It's just what forums evolved into.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have not got the brain power today.
Have I got the instructions on tablet or paper? Tablet. And what I'm building is Santa's Visit, one of the Winter Village sets. Because production on the Winter Village is going ahead full steam.
I'm working late.
Anna's working late, apparently. Are you a singer? Sing us one of your songs, if you're a singer.
Do you know why I'm a bit... It's because normally we have like a big sing before we start, don't we?
What are you talking about? We don't ever sing.
Yes, we do. I put on one of our songs.
One of your songs?
Lanzarote songs.
Our songs.
It is, because Kevin likes them as well. Our Lanzarote songs, and we do a big sing, and then we start. We didn't do that.
That's because you were honking like a goose.
I wasn't snoring.
Of course you were. I can hear you from down here. That's how I knew you were asleep and went up there to see what you were doing.
So if you could hear me down here, why did you come and see what I was doing?
Well, I came up there to wake you up.
Is Kevin's as big as Anna's? Is Kevin's what? As big as... I don't understand.
No idea. There's a big football match happening on Twitch of a bunch of unathletic streamers. I mean, that sounds very exciting. Glad I'm not on Twitch right now. Lovely floor. Oh, missed a bit. Oh no, that's the wrong piece. You silly Wally. What a wombat you are, Kevin. There we go. Yoink. Sorted. Next page. Oh, we're going over the other side. Oh, they're keeping me on my toes. Is my Lego set as big as Anna's? No. The Winter Village sets are relatively small. It's usually about 1,000 to 1,500 pieces.
Really thick.
It's like, mate, you've got 3 books like that thickness.
No, I don't know this thickness.
Yeah, that's roughly the thickness of this book. So I've got 1 of these. You've got 3 of those. It'll be somewhere in the 1,000 to 1,500 piece range. I consider this a 1 evening build. I'll get this finished before I go to bed tonight, if not on the stream.
Cool.
Probably looking at maybe a 4-hour build time on a Winter Village set.
Oh no, mine's taken hours to do, but that's because I'm slow.
Have I got the instructions on the table? The instructions are here on my iPad. Instructions. I don't use paper instructions anymore. I've evolved. I've evolved beyond paper.
I like paper ones. Apparently that makes me old.
It does. It's the 3rd reason you're old. Whereas I'm, as everyone knows, a very young man. Where do those bits go? Oh, they go there. Okay, Kevin. Okay, you handsome boy.
So what about Amy then? Because Amy prefers books to Kindle. Is she old?
Yeah. That's
She's like your
weirdly, that's whatever she is. Is she Gen Z? I don't know what she is, but that's looping back round, isn't it? That's just every generation has to do different to what their parents' generation did. That's not even a personal preference thing. That's just the way society is thing.
But what's Lucy then?
Well,
Is she a
Lucy's the same.
millennial?
No, Lucy's...
Millennial?
No, I'm a millennial. They're Gen Z.
I thought millennial was up to 2006.
No, nowhere near that.
Okay.
I don't think. But yeah, because my generation is the generation that moved away from physical media and embraced stuff like the Kindle and stuff. That's why her generation are like, oh, we love these old timey books. Because it's just have to be opposite of parents.
Amy's an old man.
Yeah, but she's certainly not the only one. I'm getting pushed a lot of book talk stuff lately. I don't really know why. I've obviously expressed an interest in book talk somehow. And every other TikTok I see now is some woman talking to her book girlies. They all call each other girlies. And waving books around. They all seem to start with the books facing away from the screen, so you can't see what book they're going to talk about. And most of the time I just scroll on because it doesn't stop them showing them to me. So I obviously watch enough of them.
Be watching
yeah, so I must watch enough of them for it to be like, well, we are going to keep serving you this content. But they're all obsessed with physical books. Well, no, there's some boys that do it as well. There's a guy with a beard and a hat who has a neon sign who is quite good. There's one that's a couple.
A neon sign, doesn't she?
Yeah. Again, these are all common things. Common tropes of modern book readers.
Did we find out why she was asking for a case then for a Switch? Is she playing it?
She must be.
Okay.
I didn't ask. Why? I don't ask. I don't ask questions. Notes from the manual. Gifts are hidden around the house in a nod to all those parents who've had to go the extra mile to hide gifts from curious children. Santa just looks after the gifts where I'm from.
TikTokers are wangs.
I'm a TikToker.
Millennials up to 1994.
There you go.
Really? That doesn't seem that long ago.
I think the idea of millennial as a generation is that they remember the millennium. So you have to have been born early enough to remember the millennium happening. I think that's where they got their name from.
I remember it happening.
Yeah, because you were
was
old enough to
there.
remember it.
It wasn't spectacular. I was like
I enjoyed it.
14.
I remember all the excitement about would all the computers stop working, would all the planes fall out of the sky.
I remember all that. Yeah.
And it turned out everything was fine. But again, it turned out everything was fine because so many people spent so long making sure it was all fine. But at the time, it was it felt like the first stage of hysterical media, or certainly the first time I'd been exposed to hysterical media. And then, we had nothing to worry about after all. Yeah, because people fixed it beforehand. It wasn't ever a problem. It's that the problem got fixed because everyone was so worried about it.
But it's just a calendar. Like, I don't understand why it was such. It's like you have a calendar. You don't just make a calendar and stop it at 2000. Do
That's
you?
literally what they did. They made the issue was, in order to save space back when there was very limited memory on computers, the dates only used a 2-digit year. So when it went from 1999 to 2000, it was actually going from 99 to 0. So rather than going forward, it was resetting itself and going back to the beginning. And yeah, they had to basically go through and make 4-digit years rather than 2-digit years on all the major software. That was what the issue was.
All computers was reset. Cool.
Will tapes ever make a comeback? Probably. Both of my kids have gone through stages of having and enjoying
Vinyl.
record players. Yeah, so
God, yeah.
that completely passed me by. I never had a record player. When I was young, I had tapes, and then CDs came in, and then when I hit
Mini-discs.
I never had a mini disc. I had an MP3 player from like when I was 20. That was so I had 3 advancements and never looped back round, whereas they were born and MP3 players were already a thing, so they then passed back to vinyl. So I guess after vinyl, maybe tapes do come back.
Oh, sugar. I loved my, CD player that you would carry with you. I forget what I used
Discman.
I used to love mine. But it would always skip if you went too fast. But I would walk for miles with that thing. Miles and miles and miles.
I'm on the cusp of both millennial and Gen Y, but I consider myself more Gen Y. I'm on the border between Gen X and millennial.
Gen X.
Gen X is the one before us. I'm an elder millennial, I think is my thing. Matthew, thank you very much for the super chat. Loving the streams. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you very much, Matthew Mullins. What a hero.
Gen Z are also turning
Gen Z.
towards religion more than millennials.
Yeah, they do everything opposite to the
Yeah.
millennials. That's how they roll. Oh, fiddle my eyes. I need a wang jangler.
Oh, the anti-skip would never work. It was all a big scam because, yeah, it would still.
No, I remembered the rich kids on the back of the bus on school trips would have the anti-skip ones, and they'd be the only one who'd be able to listen to CDs on the bus. I remember having my little set of portable speakers as well, so I'd bring the speakers, and someone with an expensive CD player would bring the CD player.
Got the speakers.
Yeah, exactly. I always had the speakers, but I never had the expensive CD player, so mine wouldn't work on the bus. It would constantly be skipping.
So did you get to pick what music was played then? Because you had the speaker.
No, I was just busy on my Game Boy.
So you bring the speaker.
I would bring the speakers, and so like I said, I could listen to the music that came out of someone else's CD player, but I would be sat there playing on my Game Boy. If there was one thing you had to make, what would it be? What, Lego? I mean, they answer my prayers every time I ask. For the last 6 months, my answer has been the X Mansion. The X Mansion comes out,
And hates it.
Well, no, I don't hate it. The X Mansion comes out, and now the next stream after the X Mansion coming out, someone asked me that, and I said I'd love an Arkham Asylum, and then within 3 days, the Arkham Asylum leak happens.
If you did not like it, you would have built it by now.
I haven't got time. I am so focused on making this channel work at the moment. I'm growing this channel. So that's why.
Look so excited.
Yes, but I haven't had time. I've got to get the Winter Village done. So we need the Winter Village for content. That's why there's content coming out on this channel every day now. No, I'm telling everyone. Telling everyone I'm advertising.
Dave.
There's content coming out on the channel every day. Which means I just don't have any free time because I'm running 2 channels full time at the moment. So I don't have time to make sets if they're not for content, and that one won't be for content yet. It'll be for content when I do a rebrickable of it.
29. We finally used 29. No, when we had that big discussion about number 13.
Yeah.
And I had to put it back. But I'm finally using it.
Matthew, thank you for the second super chat. Put this towards a toy for Dave.
It's got loads. It's just being annoying.
But we will. He's now knocking the table. I'd rather he knocked the table than the camera. But he is an annoying animal. Ask for the Emirates. I've mentioned that before. I'd love the Emirates. Arsenal's ground. I'd like Wembley. A Lego Wembley would be great. I'd probably, if they did a full-size Lego Wembley, I'd probably disassemble my new camp and put it away because I don't have room for 2 big football stadiums. But I'd much rather have Wembley than the new camp. You should ask for Lego Fugglers. I'd love Lego Fugglers.
I said that to the other one.
Yeah, would love Lego Fugglers. Need to talk to the entertainer. They own Fugglers. They're the Fuggler boys. Right. Imagine a Lego Buckingham Palace. There's been one, hasn't there? I feel like there's been one. Or was that a different brand? Was that an off-brand Lego thing at the Buckingham Palace? I know there's been a Tower Bridge. I've seen that at a Lego event. I feel like there's been a Buckingham Palace.
Let's just stay still.
I've got your hair in my face.
Let's stay still. Ow, you're pulling my hair.
Yeah, it's in my eyes. Don't know how it's got over here.
Because the fan's on.
I see.
Next time you've got a sticker, I'm going to pull your hair.
I don't waft my hair in your face.
One strand of my hair.
Because it was in my face. I didn't realise it was still attached to you. It was wrapped around my glasses. I was like, why is that there? And I was just pulling it away.
Yeah, but I don't mind if it was just like a clump of it. It wouldn't have hurt.
But I didn't know.
It was what I said, hair, and you kept pulling. Don't pull hair.
I knew it was hair. I said your hair's in my face. I didn't know it was still attached to you. You have to be very specific when communicating with me. Say it's still attached. You say hair, and I'm like, yeah, I know. I told you that. That's not new information.
Oh my God! Can you stop?
There is a Buckingham Palace. It's £200 on Amazon. Is that an actual Lego one, or is that a dodgy one, an iffy one? Right, bag 3, everybody. No, that's bag 4. I thought I put these in order. Bag 3. If you Google Lego Ideas Arsenal, there's an Invincible set. Yeah, I supported that the day it went on Lego Ideas. It got shared around Arsenal Twitter. I was on top of that immediately. I can't imagine it would ever be made, even if it got the full support, which I think it did very quickly. But the idea of them getting that license in place seems pretty remote. Because just because something gets the support on Lego Ideas doesn't mean they're actually going to make it.
Oh, it really
just means they'll explore whether it's possible to make it. I suspect it won't be. Apologies, female. Much apologios. I'm working late.
Stop doing that.
You put that song in my head.
Jesus.
Can't put songs in my head. I've got an itchy spine.
Oh, just look at that window. Isn't that beautiful?
That's very
I don't
beautiful.
know if you can see it, but it's all stained glass. That's so pretty.
It's Lego architecture. Yeah, I thought there was one. There you go. So there is a Buckingham Palace. Retired though.
I like that Sydney's this opera house. That looks fun.
Have you got a long tool of any kind? Where's your screwdriver?
I don't know, in your hand earlier.
Up a bit. Up a bit. Down a bit. Right. Yes, good girl. Thank you. Wang janglers. They're good for everything. Oh, that's made me goosebumpy. I've got goosebumps everywhere. Look at my hairs. They're properly on end. Oh, that needed doing. Oh, I'm all flustered now. I need a lie down. That was exquisite work. I think we're making a little sink. Little bathroom.
I'm making all the cupboards for a kitchen.
Because I have been a little alarmed. There hasn't been much in the way of lavatories in the sets I've done so far. I've got one outside toilet for the entire Winter Village currently, but I think this area here, which you can't see, I think this area here with a tiled floor is going to be a bathroom. So that's good. It's got a little bathroom sink. So at least they're going to have somewhere to do pee-pees and get showered and stuff.
What about poos?
Well, I imagine they'll do plops as well. Do plopsicles. Little winter plopsicles.
Well, you just said pee-pees.
Yeah. I'd like to see a Lego Hunger Games, personally. That would be quite cool. Having you in another tab but still playing out loud was not the best decision I've made today. Seems like a great decision.
What are you doing instead?
Yeah, good question. Can we have your full attention, please? Right.
Let's just careful a minute.
Moving slowly. Moving slowly.
Okay, we're done.
Still think red dwarf would be great. You and your red dwarf. He loves a bit of red dwarf, that boy.
I never got it really. I've seen it and I'm like, I don't understand why people think this is funny.
It's not your sense of humour, though. I enjoyed it.
It's just very bizarre.
The WWE/AEW Brickheads collection is cool. I don't see that ever happening. It would be cool, but I just can't imagine a situation where that happens. Where's my little doobry? There he is. Need another one. There he is. So many pieces of Lego. Come on, where are you hiding, you little turd?
What are you looking for?
That one.
Yeah.
Hi, you both. Just been quiet, just watching and listening. I have a funeral.
Funeral. Okay.
Anna, do an appropriate response as someone with social skills. I'm not capable of it.
You just have a nice chill time. I would
go.
suggest.
That's the kind of comment that I don't have any way of replying to, so I would often ignore. That's not me being insensitive. That's me not having a script prepared for that comment. And being Captain Autism.
Oh,
if I don't have a prepared script, I have nothing to say.
Is that saying that's supposed to go in? How does that fit?
Whack it. Gimme. Is that the right piece? If you've got one with a hole in, they do those with holes in as well.
Well, I don't think this is to it. Oh, hold on. No.
Yeah, that one there with the hole
Try
in.
that one. No.
Yeah, that one will go on. Okay.
Weird.
Would we ever go on TikTok Live? We can't at the same time as YouTube Live on this computer. We could on...
I made it light.
We could on... There you go. We could on my computer. So back when we were doing... or I was doing this just from my office at the old house on my own, I did do it to both of them. But this computer doesn't have enough oomph to be able to go to both, and we wouldn't do TikTok ahead of YouTube because that's mental. Plus, you make a lot more money on YouTube than you do on TikTok. Being really blunt about it.
How has that worked? Oh.
But yeah, if it ever became... I mean, basically, it's all on TikTok. They make it unnecessarily complicated because they don't provide stream keys. So without getting super duper technical about it, every other place I ever stream to, I do through OBS using a stream key. Or you can set up a multi-stream. But it all comes to having a stream key, which is the code you get off of the platform, so you can basically send your data to them. TikTok don't give those out. They make you use their software. So in order to stream on TikTok and YouTube at the same time, we would have to have both pieces of software running and a camera feed going into both of them. And like I say, this PC is not capable of doing that. It can't process
What, it needs two cameras?
It can't process... No, you can... If the computer's good enough, it can use the same feed for two different pieces of software, which is why my PC can do it, but this one can't. So we'd need to upgrade the graphics card and various
why
bits
didn't
and
you give me
bobs.
that computer down here?
Because I need it for my job. But yeah, that's why. That's why we're not on TikTok as well. If TikTok ever make it easy to stream on both, then we'll be straight on there. So I used to enjoy TikTok Live. It was fun. But I never got as many viewers on TikTok as we do on YouTube, as well as also not making as much money on TikTok. So it was always a bit disjointed having two chats. And I would always prioritise YouTube, and the TikTok folk would get upset. And it's probably for the best that we put our TikTok content on TikTok and our YouTube content on YouTube, and they rarely cross over, and it's fine.
I used to be in the TikTok. I used to be in the TikTok chat a lot because I would find you and then I'd go in there and check it and make sure no one was being silly.
You're a good girl. Supervising me. Stay away from TikTok. I mean, I don't stay away. We upload on TikTok most days. I use TikTok a lot. I consume more TikTok content than YouTube content these days.
It's easy
I think
to
TikTok.
watch.
I think TikTok's a great platform, and in my experience, the people who hate TikTok are the people who refuse to give it a try because they don't like change. And it's I don't know many people who've actually tried TikTok and not liked it. I think TikTok is great, and it's got the best discovery algorithm in content. It is incredible at getting into your brain and knowing what to serve you. Which, as a creator, if you make good content, is a massive advantage of the platform.
The only thing I don't like about it is all the shopping. I don't know why it
because that's how creators make their money on there.
Wants to show me
Because that's
shopping.
how creators make money.
Yeah.
Molly, thank you very much for the super chat. Guess what, guys? It's not raining in Scotland. I find that hard to believe. Having been to Scotland earlier in the year, I find that very hard to believe. I've never known rain quite like that rain we had in Edinburgh when we were there.
That was and the rain.
Proper
Not
moist.
the rain, the wind.
Yeah.
That wind was
It was just a very moist few days up in Scotland. Did you both ever have a Game Boy? Yes, I had an original Game Boy. Loved it. The Game Boy is one of the reasons why Nintendo in general will always be my preferred platform. I loved my Game Boy. I love my Switch. I loved my DS. Just handhelds from Nintendo are unbeatable when it comes to games consoles for how I like to play games. Xbox and PlayStation are fine, but nothing beats a Nintendo handheld.
I just wish they had achievements or something on it. I like it having
need
it.
any of that these days. I used to be really into the achievement stuff, but I'm not bothered anymore.
I still am. What, Topher's off? He's going somewhere?
What are we doing tomorrow? I've got more IKEA furniture to assemble. And then it'll just be a normal day. I mean, I've said before on these streams, we don't really have weekdays and weekends because of how our jobs work. It's just...
I'll be seeing
yeah,
you at
the days
weekend.
are all the same. In a good way. As an autistic person, love the fact that the days are all the same. There's not that variety between the weekday and the weekend. The only difference at the weekend is I have to find time to watch the football when that's on.
You don't have to.
I do.
You choose to.
Well, yeah, I have to. So I'll be watching, and I never know what football matches are happening in advance. So I'm hoping it's not an international break. If it is, I'm going to be sad. I think it's Posh Cambridge tomorrow, actually. So I'll obviously be watching that.
You're not going? That's so close.
I'd rather watch it in my office. Steam Deck's great, but it's no Switch. But yeah, I do like a handheld.
I prefer a console. That's why I have a suitcase for them.
Yes, you do. Do you work 7 days a week? Yes, and have done for as long as I've been self-employed. Prefer it that way. I mean, it's work with a big asterisk next to it. My job is super fun, and it was my hobby before it was my job. And if I wasn't making any money from it and still had to have a real job as well, I would absolutely be doing it at the weekend because it would still be my hobby. I love making videos. I love doing Lego. I love playing Football Manager. So, yeah, my job's super fun, so I don't mind working 7 days a week. And people warn me I'll get burnt out, but I've been doing it for nearly 10 years now, 7 days a week, and haven't got burnt out yet, so I think I'm immune. Again, autism superpower stuff. I think I'm immune from burnout, which is handy. Because I realise, depending on what your autism RNG is...
Pardon?
Your random number generation, depending on which flavour of autism you can get, you can be much more prone to burnout with autism. I seem to be immune from it. I actually think what I thought was a bathroom is a kitchen because we've just put an oven in it. So maybe don't poo in there would be my tip. Attention, please stop pooing in the kitchen. Ignore what the creator has told you to do. You must not poo in the kitchen sink.
You're not the creator, you're the builder.
I think the minifigs who live in this city consider me their god, presumably.
Why is one of them the wrong way round? That's
because
jarring.
it's fire. It's supposed to be random.
Yeah, but you got three that are the same.
It was random, and it will remain random because it's fire, and fire is random. Right, some little logs. I'd love a job that's repetitive and you get to do the same thing every day. I mean, it's not always exactly the same. Obviously, sometimes I go and do different things. Like I mentioned before, I had my week working in Liverpool earlier in the year. I go to conventions and events and stuff. You won on that, didn't you? Oh yeah, we won an award.
They won an award.
Officially an award-winning TV presenter. But yeah, the bulk of my time is spent sat in my office playing Football Manager or building Lego sets.
Another one.
Which is super, because it's what I'd spend my time doing anyway.
So we've got that.
She's got another one of the little secret mystery panels.
I don't know who that is. It's...
Yeah, it's her. It's one of those. That one.
Don't know if you can
It is that one, everybody.
I don't even know. It's got... I couldn't tell you. It looks like she's sleeping. And she's maybe got pixie ears. Mm-hmm. And a big hat with a big blue flowy bit off it. And blonde hair by the looks of it.
There you go. Can you get a pension from being a content creator? I have a personal pension. I'm not employed by anybody, so I don't have an employee pension. So I have to fund it all entirely myself. But yeah, we own our own company. We are self-employed business owners. So we have pension provision that we put on ourselves. But no one else, we don't get employer contributions into that, which is a shame.
You have one from old jobs, don't you?
Yeah, I've got my old teacher's pension. And from when I was a financial advisor. So there are bits of pension scattered around all over the place. I think we'll be fine in retirement. We also have ISAs and whatnot. So I'm a trained financial advisor. I've had many hats in my life. Our retirement should be nicely taken care of, hopefully. We should be fine. Kev, I've been addicted to Balatro recently. It's brilliant. It absolutely is. That was basically our holiday this year in Lanzarote. Every afternoon, Anna would have a nap. We'd go back to our room, Anna would have a nap, and I'd play Balatro. It was where I first beat the game. and
You
then
weren't
kept
supposed to told
beating it.
me.
Yeah, I was so excited that first time I beat Balatro because it was. I'd been playing it for weeks at that point.
I was asleep.
Did you start your Football Manager channel before you quit teaching? If so, did the students find the channel? Yes and yes. I also started the daily vlog while I was still a teacher as well. I used to do daily Football Manager videos, a daily vlog, stream on Twitch, and work full time as a teacher. For about 9 months, I did all of those at the same time.
You weren't asked to do Twitch, were
No,
you?
they stopped me from doing Twitch because one of my students donated on my Twitch. Which, I mean, I dealt with it properly. I went straight in and told the school the next day that it had happened. And their response, rather than, oh yeah, thanks for telling us. And I refunded the kids straight away as well. Once I realised who they were, they got the money straight back as well. But the school, rather than saying, yeah, you handled that well, good work, said, yeah, if you do that again, you're fired. And I was like, well, I am already serving my notice, so you can't really fire me, but
Okay.
yeah, okay, I'll stop then. And so I didn't stream on Twitch for like the last 3 months while I was serving out my notice period. But I remember the argument I used to them at the time because I was head of computing at the school I worked at. So my argument at the time was telling me as the head of computing that I can't stream is like telling the head of music that they can't be in a choir, or telling the head of drama that they can't do a play.
Not that's so Kevin.
And well, I disagreed with them, and they were like, because they were old and didn't understand what streaming was. They basically, yeah, they dealt with it really badly. Hopefully schools are better with that kind of stuff now. If I hadn't have already been leaving, I would have fought it a little harder. But as I was already on my way out the door, I kind of just went along with it. But I still disagree. I still think they're wrong. I thought you were never retiring. I mean, I'd like to never retire. But at the same time, I would like to get to the point where working is entirely optional. That's my idea of retirement. If we can get to like late 50s, early 60s and have enough money from investments and pensions to not have to worry about how much money we're making from work, work then becomes entirely optional, which gives us a little bit more freedom to travel and relax and do the things we want to do, but also means if we get sick, we have the option of not working, which is obviously something you have to consider as you get older. It's one thing saying I'm never going to retire, but you can't control if you have a heart attack or a stroke or get cancer or, you know, anything can happen. So you can't bank on being able to work until you're 90 and then drop dead at your desk.
Is that correct?
So you got to have some kind of provision in place.
Is that correct? I believe so.
I'm at college at the moment, but I'd like to become a children's nurse. Lovely, lovely, lovely.
I wanted to do so many things.
How tall is Anna's Lego set? It looks like probably about 18 inches. Does it say on the box how tall it is?
Yeah, but the box is in the box.
Okay. I would say around about 18 inches tall would be my guess looking at it. Maybe a little more than that.
Oh, gosh.
I've not beat it yet. Well, the good news is once you figure out the way it works to the point where you beat it for the first time, I can pretty much guarantee on the easier settings on Balatro I can beat it every time now. The harder difficulties are still a challenge, but there are ways and means to beat it consistently once you start figuring it out. But it's got such a wonderful learning curve. I love Balatro. Game of the year for sure. Without question. And I will fight for it tooth and nail on our podcast Game of the Year episode.
You're sniffling. Hey? Are you sniffling?
I can't wait for you to see the Fugler. See what Fugler? What Fugler am I looking at? With the way the world is, our generation won't be able to afford retirement. I mean, they can, just by taking it seriously. I mean, I've had this conversation with Lucy. I think it probably went in one ear and out the other. But if you start putting away, let's say if you invest £100 a month from age 18, so as soon as you start earning money, let's say age 21, if you do uni first, and as soon as you leave uni, you start putting £100 a month into a pension or into an ISA, and it gets invested in the stock market, which traditionally averages like 8 to 10% annual returns, you'll have like £1 million by the time you retire, which is plenty to retire
But
on.
kids don't listen.
I know. And I didn't listen when I was that age either, but...
You're
maybe...
telling me that's what your dad said to you?
No. But, if so... James, call Anna woman again, and you'll be banned. That's an unacceptable method of communication. I'm playing Balatro now, working on getting all the decks to gold. Lovely. Kev, I'm in the same situation as you are. Landlords selling our house are not in a position to buy. Lego needs to be transported. That is, I do not envy that situation. There's still sets that haven't been unpacked. What are we now, 3 months on?
Yeah.
There's still stuff that we haven't unpacked. Still stuff that hasn't been rebuilt after being destroyed in the build. So yeah, that is not a nice situation to be in. Hopefully it all gets resolved. Have you found somewhere to move to? Unfortunately, there are a lot of landlords panicking at the moment because of all the changes to capital gains tax and stuff off the back of the budget, and obviously uncertainty around interest rates and inflation. It's certainly not as attractive to be a landlord now as it was 2 or 3 years ago. Landlords are wangs. Some landlords are wangs. I think some landlords just weren't ever expecting it to be this hard. A lot of them, rather than being wangs, are just incompetent. They've probably taken some bad advice. A lot of them kind of stumble into it with the old move house, don't sell the one they were in before, rent it out, because why would you sell when you can rent it out and make money off of it, kind of thing. Not realising what they were getting themselves into and not realising the situation could change. And there's now a lot of people who, like our old landlord at our old house, she didn't set out to become a landlord. She owned a house, her partner owned a house, they moved in together and she rented her house out. I don't think that makes her a wang, but it did mean she didn't know what she was doing as a landlord, and she's now stuck with a house that no one's bought yet. It's been on the market for a month and it's still for sale. So she's now got it sat empty. She's having to pay the mortgage every month, not getting any rent anymore. Nobody's buying it, and she's got herself into a right pickle through not really deliberately going into doing it and not really knowing what she was doing. So some of them have just, like I say, had some bad advice. What do I think about Trump getting in? I live in the UK and don't talk about politics. So on 2 different fronts, it's not something I'm going to talk about. I don't think any good comes from discussing politics. Nobody has ever changed somebody else's mind on politics. So talking about politics on the internet, you either shout into an echo chamber, which is pointless, or upset a load of people and have them argue with you, and then you don't agree because no one ever does, and that's pointless. I just don't think there's any benefit to talking about politics online or in person. People have tried to have discussions in real life with me about politics. I just won't do it. I don't see the benefit of it. I have my opinions. They have their opinions. We'll never change each other's mind. Let's just leave it as that. Isn't there a law in place that stops landlords from forcing you out within 6 months without a 6 months notice? I don't know what the laws are off the top of my head.
We had to move because of Football Manager, basically.
Yeah. I mean, again, because our landlord wasn't a wang, and, I mean, she's lovely. Never had a problem with her. She didn't say move out now. She said, I mean, her opening was, do you want to buy the house? I want to sell it. Do you want to buy it? And we couldn't, because we couldn't get the mortgage in place because of changing the structure of our business. So then she was like, well, I'm not selling it right now, but I do want to. This was back in July. She was like, I'd quite like to sell it by the end of the year. So she gave us effectively 6 months, but we rushed it through quickly because at the time we were expecting Football Manager to be out in October and wanted to be settled in the new house before that came out, and work got really busy. So We rushed because we needed to rush, not because she told us to rush. I'm sure we could have dug our heels in and said no. But what's the point? I don't think it would have achieved anything. Saying, no, we're not leaving.
And estate agents coming around and...
Yeah.
I just can't be with that.
Once we knew we weren't going to be there for years, it was like, well, let's get out as soon as possible then. And start. There was no point being there once we knew we were leaving. What do you think of the new Endeavour ship coming out at the end of the month? I don't understand the hype. I'm not into ships at all. I'd never heard of the Endeavour before it was announced as a Lego set. I googled it. I've already forgotten why it's famous, and I'm just not interested. So, I mean, it looks cool, but it also looks like it's probably quite big and hard to display. So, I don't think it's something I'm going to be getting anytime soon. Certainly, I mean, if it's still available in 2 years' time and we've got an off-site studio with room to burn, then you might see it appear at that point. But certainly not going to be getting it on the Black Friday when it releases. It's not for me.
Oh, we're still on the same estate, so we're not any further or closer to him, are we?
What was the question?
From Rue.
Oh, for Andy, yeah, we're maybe 2 minutes further away from him because we have to. It takes us 2 minutes to get to our old house to drive past it to go to him. Where the laws changed to favour renters. Good. Would you ever go to Lego and create your own set? I would love to. Don't think I have the skills to do it though. Ours was a Wang has agreed to me to sort lounge, paid to upgrade the floor from carpet, and the next day got the call. He agreed in September to do it. That's not ideal. Can't wait for you to build the Titanic. I mean, the only time we're going to build the Titanic is if before we go on our next cruise, whenever that may be. I've changed the rules slightly on this. Before we next go on a cruise, whenever it may be, if we've hit 100,000 subscribers, by then we'll build it on the cruise. That's the only way we'll ever get the Titanic, and then we'll probably sell it when we get home because we've got nowhere to put it.
So you build that the fireplace, but then you just stick an end on it, so you can't see it anyway.
Yeah, that's how a lot of these sets are. It opens up though.
Yeah, so I've built the kitchen essentially from, what's it called?
Harry Potter.
No, what's it called? The Hubble?
The Burrow.
The Burrow.
The Hubble. That's a telescope.
The Hubble.
My landlord paid me $1,000 to move back with my parents. He was selling one of his houses. I was planning to move out and find a bigger space, especially as I now work from home. Nice. I would love a Kev builds his own home YouTube series. I can't imagine that's something I'd ever be into. I'm genuinely not that interested in where I live. Once we've got an office, a studio off-site, I see us moving into like maybe a little 2-bed flat or a 2-bed bungalow, just something small. We don't need a lot of space. The only reason we need space at the moment is to fit all the Lego in and fit my office in. More than half of our house is taken up with work stuff. So once all that's off-site and not part of where we live, which is the goal, all we need is somewhere to put a bed, a fridge and a telly. Because everything else would be at the studio. Anna's set looks cool. Is that the only Harry Potter set you've got? Is that the only Harry Potter set you've got?
Possibly. I think so. Not really into Harry Potter. I think it might be, you know.
There you go. You might be interested in the building process. I mean, I used to be a mortgage advisor. I used to get quite involved in... I did a lot of self-build stuff way back when. I'm not that interested in the building process for real houses.
I was like, what? You're building now?
I'm much more interested in Lego than bricks.
They are bricks.
Cement bricks or whatever they're made of. Have I got
Oh,
any Harry
Sugar
Potter in the Lego
Plums,
City? The only Harry
no.
Potter set I own is the little car, the little Ford Anglia. We're not really Harry Potter people. There are a few Harry Potter sets I'd be interested in maybe getting if I saw them on a really good deal. Like the Gringotts set looks cool. The Diagon Alley set looks cool. So there are sets that we'd consider, but it's not a theme I'm in a rush to go and get sets for. Wait, you don't like the heavy equipment? I can watch that from my Lego room at the moment. We live right next to a new build housing estate, so I can stand in our front door or in the window of my Lego room and watch the diggers from there if I want to watch the diggers.
I think that's what that noise was today.
Yeah.
It was pesky.
So I do occasionally watch the diggers. Get my little thingamies on. What Lego's the most fun to build in your opinions? Buildings. I love buildings of any kind. I love the modulars. I love these Winter Village buildings. I just like building buildings.
I like building all of them.
Yeah. I don't build sets I don't enjoy. Did you open the wrong bag, Anna? Someone's
I did.
asking you. Oh, you silly gooseberry.
Sorry. It's because it was laying down underneath where I put my stickers, but the stickers are here now.
My building is taking shape.
Turn it round so you can see inside.
We've got a little kitchen
You showed the
inside.
outside.
It's because the inside's private.
Hey, you need... We've got another... I forget what the family's called. What's his name? Ron...
Weasley.
Weasley. Another Weasley.
Yoink. How many bags has Anna got to do? Loads.
What? So this 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 6.
So it won't get finished tonight,
No, they're big bags. They
but
really
we'll be streaming again on Monday night. So I'm sure it'll be finished on Monday night,
Yeah.
and then we'll have to decide what our next build set is going to be. Might be the X Mansion. People keep asking about it. Maybe we'll do the X Mansion on
It's
stream.
a small Weasley. It's only got small legs. They are small legs, aren't they?
Yeah, little legs.
Yeah, but they're movable, these ones.
That's good.
I've seen people with the small legs and they don't. Look, see, they don't move.
Yeah.
But these ones do.
These slightly bigger small, I guess.
See, Harry doesn't have movable legs. It's a small one, but he's got small legs, but they actually move.
Well, there you go, boys and girls.
So you can get me some small legs. I bet my
I'll
legs
look into
are static, aren't they?
Yes, they're very happy. You said ecstatic.
Static.
Yes, they're static.
Right, let's do itching again.
It's not itchy now. I mean, thank you, but it's not itchy anymore. You're not going to get my goosebumps back. That's what you're
I
trying
think it's
to do.
a boy Weasley with movable small legs.
A boy Weasley? What will they think of next, you jerk, Dave? Just knocked all these bags down that I'd kept on the edge. He did that on purpose.
Small.
He's a butthole. The dog's a butthole.
I think I need my hair doing again.
You should go and have it done then. Would you like me to do it?
You can pay for it.
No. I can't pay for anything at the moment. I'm poor. Do you not remember the whole Football Manager's delayed thing? Do you remember that coming up? I think we mentioned it once or twice. Quite problematic. Ringing any bells? No?
No.
I think they're midi legs which do move. There you go. Dave looks... Oh, look at Dave. He's got himself a little corner of the camera. What a bumhole.
He's side-eyeing you.
Stand him. He's a monster. Oh,
oh, look at him. Look, yeah, he does have, yes.
Dave has feelings. Nonsense.
What are they saying about my baby, eh?
He's
What
a
are they
beast.
saying?
Beasts don't have feelings.
I'm working late.
Are you? I suppose you are. It is Friday. What about your finger? No! Oh, don't worry. I thought I'd made a boo-boo. I did not. I've just put very pretty door decorations on. Door decorations.
A wreath, then.
You're a wreath. You've got a wreath to build.
I do have a wreath to build. But that'll be like a December thing. We'll pop it on the wall.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Yeah, but then we can't keep it on the wall because it's Christmas.
How long is it delayed? What, Football Manager? Until March.
We don't know.
We do, until
Till
March.
the end of time.
Until March. So we should have the beta in February.
But that's not when the payments are high, or whatever it's called. What's it, CPM?
Yeah.
Couch. CPM. Couch person.
Yep, that's what it stands for.
Money.
Couch person money. Dave's thinking of eating me, is he?
Couch potato money. That song is stuck in my head. Yes, it is me too.
What song?
And I got the
Never heard it.
Kevin sings it all the time.
Because you put it in my brain hole. Beautiful. You can buy lights for the Lego wreath. Ooh, is Anna happy about the FM delay? She is not, no. It robbed her of her 40th birthday present.
No presents for me.
Well, you will get presents. You're just not going on a cruise next year now.
But that's not great, is it?
No, it's not great. I'm as disappointed as you are.
Your fault.
It's not my fault.
You all wanted a new engine.
What? Oh, that, yeah. Yeah, that kind of is partly my fault, but let's not get bogged down in whose fault it is. Why is there a load of screenshots of your face in the raw video footage folder? Because I can't upload directly from my phone to my PC. So when I'm doing thumbnails and things, I just use that folder.
Is that really
Yeah, it's
a question
absolutely.
for here?
Well, he knows I'm not running this on Slack at the moment. Yeah, just ignore those. They were for Lego thumbnails.
So
There'll
you
also
can see
be
his
bits
pretty-
of TikTok in there and all sorts.
So you can see his pretty face.
Yeah, I am a pretty boy. If you want any of those pictures to be framed on your wall or anything, feel free. You can have them. Did you see Gary Barlow's massive son? Yeah, people keep telling me about him.
I showed him last
It's
night.
not that interesting. It's just a tall
But
boy.
he's so tall.
Is he though, or how tall's Gary Barlow? Let's get to the bottom of
if you
this.
see-
Gary
hold on,
Barlow
hold on,
strikes me as
hold
like a
on.
5'8" man.
The photo I showed you was him, his son, his wife, and his other children, and he just sticks out.
Yeah, let's
It's
see.
very weird.
How tall is Gary Barlow? I bet he's no more than about 5'8". How tall is Gary Barlow? I don't know. YouTube hasn't given me an answer. Chat GPT. Let's try that.
It just makes no sense.
How tall is Gary Barlow?
I think Gary Barlow's pretty cool. He's not only known for being a member of Take That, but also for his successful solo career, songwriting.
How tall is he?
Gary Barlow is around 5 feet 9 inches tall, or about
Thank you.
175 centimetres.
There you go. I mean,
Well, his son.
this kid's probably only about 6'3". So he's not that tall, is he? He's probably about my height.
Yeah, it's just weird seeing him next to his mom and dad. He is very tall, bless him.
Every single one of those bags I balanced on there is gone. How are we both tonight? We are wonderful. What's the worst set I've built so far? There's no such thing as a bad set. It's all Lego. Genuinely struggle to think of a set I've not enjoyed making. Yeah, can't think of any. I only buy the sets that I know I'd enjoy, so yeah, that's not a particularly helpful answer. But
Jaws for me.
Jaws, but you love sharks.
I really don't.
You do her.
I really don't.
You do her.
No. Do you need a wee or
No,
a
I
poo?
had one earlier. Do I need a poo? I could probably do a poo.
No, this way.
I could always do a poo.
Maybe come on.
Gary's 5'9" and the kid is 6'2". So the kid's only 6'2", so he's not even that tall. I'm 6'2". Gary Barlow's just tiny. There you go. We got to the bottom of that one. We are basically scientists here. Did Anna build the Captain America shield? She did. Yeah, there was no way. Yeah, Anna's yelling, "Don't do it" from the kitchen. There's no way I would build that. Which is why I didn't build that. That's what I mean. Sets that I know I wouldn't enjoy, I don't start in the first place. Lego is too expensive and there's too much of it that I don't have time to do for me to waste time on sets that I'm not convinced I'm going to love. Right. Get you in there. This chair is making some very strange noises. That's where I went earlier, a midstream poo. Lovely, lovely. Hope you washed your hands. If you're editing my videos now. Don't want poo hands all over my content. Ba 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 ba. She's put the song in my head. Right. So that goes on there. We're starting to do a little bit of a pitched roof on this side, I think, for we're reaching the end. We're reaching the beginning of the end.
Douglas.
Smashing. As a recent convert to the app, it's got to be said, having gone through more than half of this build now, just having it as a PDF on an iPad is not particularly good. I think in this circumstance, if they don't have the proper interactive, movable, rotating, magical instructions, I think instruction manual is probably still the way to go. Can I help you? You're making a lot of noise. Yeah, this kid's only 6'2" apparently. So he's not even that, he's my height.
I didn't go for a poo.
If there was an entertainer Lego with Lego holding fugglers, would you get 10 of them? Yes. If 5'9" is tiny, what does that make 5'5"? Anything smaller than 6'2" is small. I have very basic criteria for height. If you're shorter than me, you're short. If you're taller than me, you're tall. If you're my height, you're the right height. That is how height is officially defined. So if you're short, which you're no different to someone who's 5'9" or 5'5". You all look the same to me from up here.
Oh, here.
I just see the tops of your heads. But yeah, I don't. It's hard to tell the difference once people are really short, so I just paint everybody with the same brush. Warwick Davis handed me my degree certificate, and I'm led to believe he's really short, but
He was.
I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between him and Gary Barlow height-wise.
He was next to me outside and he was like to my waist. Literally, he was so small. I thought it was a child at first. I thought I hit a child. Well, I didn't hit them, but like my arm went past them and I thought
So
it was a
are
child.
you revealing you've punched Warwick Davis? Is
I
that
didn't
what's
punch
happening
him,
here?
I just... Yeah, it's my arm. Well, I wouldn't expect him to be next to me. Like,
I always expect Warwick Davis to be lurking around. He's one of my big rivals. He's ahead of me for most famous Peterborian at the moment, and I'm not happy
so
with it.
boring.
He's more famous than I am, though. He's a Yaxley boy. What do we have for dinner? Stew, or Anna's idea of what a stew is.
My mum's do.
I would describe it as mince and potatoes, for that is what it was.
Well, I don't know. My mum used to make it, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
so
it's fun. And now I
enjoyed
make it because I'm a good boy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. She had her fill of wintry food and then fell asleep.
I don't see a problem.
Then watch back the first 20 minutes of the stream when you didn't say a word. And I was just waffling because I knew you weren't capable of speaking yet. So I was just in full on monologue waffle mode.
I was like, is he ever going to shut up? But
I mean, I knew that you weren't going to say anything, so I just kept
I was
talking.
so sleepy.
I'm familiar with your antics.
I'm still sleepy now. To the man that doesn't like me yawning, I can't help it.
You should attach the flying Ford to the Burrow when you finish. It'll look great. But the Ford is mooching about in the Lego City.
What are we on with?
What?
What's
What
the
did you
Ford?
just say?
What are we on with now?
What are we on with? What on earth does that mean? What are we
Like, Kevin
on
won't let me
with?
cook. Apparently, you can't eat my food. So
It's not just, that's not unique to you. Again, I think this is
You eat your dad's food.
reluctantly, because it's rude to go to someone else's house and insist on cooking. I also moan at him for some of his cooking techniques. For example, his use of lard. But I haven't eaten his food for years. But I just don't like eating things I didn't make myself. I'm fussy. I'll eat anything, but I'm particular about how my anything is.
Well, what about when you go to restaurants? You eat there.
Yeah, but if you actually pay attention to what I get at restaurants, I usually order one of maybe 3 different things, regardless of where we are. I'll get a hamburger. If they've got a Caesar salad, I'll get a Caesar salad. If they've not got a Caesar salad, I'll get some variation of a cheeseburger. And if they don't have either of those, then I do start to struggle a little bit.
Wagamama.
Well, yeah, that's why I sometimes struggle a little bit there. I do like their mackerel that they do at the moment. But they like to move the goalposts on me and take my favourite dinners away.
They really
I used to love the
do.
no duck donburi at Wagamama, but they said I wasn't allowed it anymore. Monsters. It was lovely, that was. Right, we're doing some kind of fireplace shape now.
I don't know what we're doing. No idea.
Du-du-du-du. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. There it be. And then that. I'll show you this little pattern.
Why
in a
are
minute.
you and Miss Topher very similar?
Because Chris fancies us both. Probably would be my guess. We're Topher's 2 crushes. Oh, there you go. That was a little weird pattern I was doing on the fireplace. You can't really see
What
it.
is the dog
But it
got
is there.
now?
My bags that he's taken.
Why are your bags everywhere?
Because he knocked them all off so that he could then grasp them in his
So you didn't
mouth
need to
chops.
pick them up?
What's the point when he was just going to knock
Oh,
them down again? What? It's just next door moving around, I think.
It's him upstairs. Where have you been?
Have you left the bedroom door open?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Why are you talking hysterically?
Why is he upstairs?
Seeing what's up there, I guess. I know both my doors are shut.
Oh, my knee is really hurting.
Your knee. Love your videos. Got to catch you live. So are we. What's a Lego ambassador and what are the benefits of being one? A Lego ambassador is someone who
We get
promotes Lego.
Yeah, you get to promote it to the
yeah.
masses.
So the general gist is you get early access to information, early
Excuse
access
me.
to sets, so that you can review them and promote them. And that is the benefit to being one, really. You get your Lego early and for free. In exchange for that, you basically do a load of advertising for Lego. So that's both the advantage and the disadvantage of being one. The advantage, of course, is that you get the stuff early, which gives you a competitive advantage in the algorithm. Plus, you get it for free, which obviously is beneficial financially. The disadvantage is because they're giving you the sets, they do expect something in return, and that is you have to then review the sets. You have to give feedback on how people felt about the sets that you reviewed, and there's quite a lot of faff involved, and they don't actually pay you, they just give you Lego. So as a small to medium-sized creator, just the free Lego would be probably really cool. And we will try and join it, because as Lego creators, we are small creators, so getting our Lego for free would make a big difference to our bottom line at the moment. But if for bigger creators, like if this channel grew to the size of the Football Manager channel, for example, I charge a lot more for a brand deal than the cost of a Lego set would be. So it then becomes, well, if you want all this promo, I'm not sure how I feel about this now. I'm doing all this work for you and you're not actually paying me. You're just giving me a £300 Lego set when I'm actually doing £2,000 worth of work for you, for example. So yeah, there are advantages and disadvantages.
Dave, I've got to work.
We will we'll certainly be applying to join it as soon as we can, because at the size of our channel, the advantages outweigh the disadvantages for sure. I've been around for that long that I can remember the Kanga FM days. Nobody remembers what a Kanga FM is.
I know who that is.
Do you?
I remember their name. I don't know who that. Like, I know who they. I know they were there.
That's Topher.
There you go. See, I do know who they are. I
mean, you didn't.
I know of them. I know the name.
That was great. This chair does not sound too clever.
What have you done to it?
I don't
It didn't
know.
make that noise when I had it.
Well, I'm considerably heavier than you.
Oh, that's true. What was it?
I'm probably
That
over
was
the weight
yours.
limit for this chair.
It's got Charlie's. Is this one with Charlie's?
Yeah, this
scratches on it?
chair's old. And it's taken some punishment over the years through various
Andy,
fat bottoms being on it.
Me. Andy likes to spin on them, obviously, as kids do. I think that's just a kid's thing, isn't it? They get on a spinny chair. Oh my God.
There you go, we have a little family portrait, which is being hung above the fireplace. So I guess this is a house that somebody owns. I assumed it was like an Airbnb holiday rental, but it'd be weird to put a family photo in one of those. So I imagine this is some rich person's second home at the North Pole.
Puppy power.
Do you or Anna walk Dave? Yes.
More you than me.
Kev loves dogging.
Kev does love dogging.
Evening both. Hope you're both well. Just finished building books are my passion. Nice set. I'm looking forward to making that one. It does look cool. We did get our second one. For those of you who... It's a stocking. For those of you who remember from the launch day video that the Lego store wouldn't let me have a second one on the day, wouldn't let me do 2 transactions even though I spent over £500 in the Lego store.
I think she was just being...
They said, no, it's only one per insider card. Well, using the same insider card, I did an order online and did get it. So we have
I've
now
seen
got
people
2.
who've got 3 and just
Yeah.
selling them.
I assume she thought that's exactly what I was doing, because I was one of the first people in the store. I clearly was a pro because I knew what I was doing, because when everyone else came in and went to take sets off the shelves before joining the queue, having been to many launch days now, I just walked straight to the till, didn't pick up any sets on the way because I knew they'd have them behind the till like they always do. So I imagine she thought I was just there to buy to resell, so didn't want to give me two, which is fair enough, especially as I was the
Yeah, but
first
if you're
person of the
going there
day.
to get something for somebody, I guess they'd have their own car.
Yeah, and also I was the first person of the day, so maybe they didn't know how popular it was going to be. Maybe they only had enough. I don't know.
Well, we got one anyway.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
Because people are selling them for like £38 online. So they are.
Well, it's a very popular.
Yeah, I know. People are.
It's all over BookTok. As we've discussed earlier, I'm all over BookTok at the moment.
What is that? Do you know what that could possibly be?
It just looks like the top of a pan. Is that a kitchen? Are you in the kitchen
I
at the
don't
moment?
know. www.concepts.
Right, we've now got stockings over the fireplace, which is very snazzy. Should have bought the sets on 2 different days and you could have got 2. Yeah, but the Lego store's over an hour from our house. So going on 2 separate days isn't fun. Plus, I needed them there and then for the video. If it wasn't for the fact that I was making content, I would just order on the website and I wouldn't actually go to the store. I only go to the store to make the video because the videos always perform well. And I need the sets for the video to be able to show the sets so I can make the video about them. I mean, it's fine. All crumbs. Plus, you never know how quickly they're going to sell out. It's a bit of a risk doing that. Like I know the Cerebro one, the gift with purchase that was with the X Mansion, is sold out on the Lego website now. I don't know if it is in store, but it's sold out on the Lego website. You can still get, or as of last time I looked, which was this morning, I think, as of this morning, you could still get the Botanical Garden gift with purchase, but the X Mansion gift with purchase was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got your entrance gate for your Botanical Garden. I've got a little armchair. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Why does it matter to them if you resell? Because they'd rather they went to collectors, I guess. I don't know. Resellers are scum.
Kevin!
No, resellers are everything that's wrong with the world. No. No, resellers do provide a service for retired sets. They are helpful for that. What I don't like is people buying loads of sets, making stuff like that sell out. Like, for example, the Cerebro gift with purchase. If there's resellers out, and I know there are because it's all over eBay. If there's people who somehow got their hands on 4 or 5 specifically to sell them for twice the price on eBay, that's not what they're intended for. They're supposed to be a loyalty reward for Lego fans, not a
Or go towards that set.
not a means to make a profit for someone who has got hold of a bunch of them through whatever method they've used to get hold of a bunch of them. So I do kind of get where they're coming from. I don't mind it. Maybe it is the rule that it's only 1 per insider card, and maybe if I hadn't been so blatant about it, maybe because we've done it before where Anna's been with me, where I've bought my sets and then Anna's the next person in the queue and buys her sets, and we openly use my insider card off my phone again, and they still give it a gift of purchase. So maybe it was the fact that I was the first person in the queue. I'd gone straight to the till and said, "Can I have 1 of each, please? And can I be cheeky? Can you put them through as 2 separate transactions so I can get 2 of the books with the books on my passion gift of purchase?" So I knew everything I was asking for. It wasn't a surprise for me. I was trying to game the system, and she might have just been like, "Actually, you know what? No."
Just say it's for me and my partner. Like,
Yeah.
we can't agree.
Well, I did.
Oh.
I did. I said we want 1 set each, and we should need her own card then. Well, she doesn't have her own card. And I'll just have to start going with me on launch days. I mean, I'd like to think it doesn't happen very often that we both want an expensive set on launch day, so it doesn't really come up.
I find them very busy, and I just don't like it. The stores are too small for me to be. I don't like it.
And it, like I say, it doesn't come up very often, so it's not a big deal. My store's run out now, so my 140 odd quid purchase today got me no gift of purchase, sadly.
Oh.
Exactly. So them not letting me have 2
Hasn't helped anyone.
Well, no, it helps protect people against that happening to a point. I mean, it is what, the 8th today? Is it the 8th?
7th, 8th, yeah, something like
It's
that.
the 8th, so it's been over a week. So I don't think it's that unexpected that they're sold out at this point.
It's just some sets never sell out, do they? They
No.
try and get rid of them.
Oh yeah, we've been in there before. I remember when we were in Manchester, they gave us a bunch. Yeah, a bunch. They gave us like 3 bonus ones that they were just trying to get rid of because we spent quite a lot of money there. We bought. I think we were deliberately hunting for gifts of purchase. We both spent enough to get. I forget what the gift of purchase. It was the trophy. The trophy gift of purchase. So we both did enough of a transaction to get one of the trophies each, and then they gave us like 3 extra ones as well that had been from previous promotions because they were just trying to get rid of them. So it varies.
Get that off the. Oh, no,
He's not got anything, he was just
standing.
walking on. Right, we have more words from the book. Hold on, I just need to put a cookie into the hand of this child.
And we both have the AirPod Maxes. Don't you have them as well?
Yeah, what's the question?
What colour are your noise canceling? Mine are peach.
I've got the green AirPods Max.
Are they green? I thought they were more blue.
And the Sony, a black pair of Sony MX5s or whatever they're called, which I actually prefer. I like the Sonys better than the Apple.
Apples are heavy.
The frustrating thing about Apple is I have to use a lightning cable to charge them, and it's the only reason I still own a lightning cable because my AirPods Pro, my phone, my iPad, my Mac are all USB-C now. The only thing that is lightning is my big fancy headphones, and I just forget to take lightning cables with me. Right, so we have this half-size human with a cookie. The holiday cookie is based on an actual cookie the Lego designer's mother makes each year, which she calls Melting Moments. There you go, this cookie was made specifically for this set. That's now been in loads of sets since, that cookie. But this was the set that cookie was first in.
There you go.
Little bit of
That
Lego
does
history there,
not
boys and girls.
fit on there.
I've done the fuggler. It's not the best, but it is what I could do. Oh, you've made a fuggler. Awesome. Yeah. Are you the person who said you were going to post a picture in Discord? I am eager to see it, if that's the case. I feel like I've taken snippets of that conversation over the course of the stream and only just realised what you were doing and why you were asking. But that's cool. I look forward to having a little look after the stream.
What now? What?
Resellers for new releases are massive fangs. Exactly.
What do you want? What? Can you ask him what?
Dave, what's the matter? My brethren. Do you need to do a poo-poo? A wee-wee? A steak?
Chicken?
Do you want dinner?
Is that dinner?
Yeah, you might want a second dinner. He's getting old. He's getting to an age
Do you
where
want
2
a second
dinners.
dinner?
No, don't give him second dinner. He doesn't need second
Do you
dinner.
want a drink? You
Maybe
want a wee-wee?
maybe he does want a
Poo-poo?
drink 'cause his water's in the kitchen.
A drink? Or some water? I don't have them. What? Well, what do you want?
Maybe once again he's getting tired because I think the clock's changing has absolutely foxed him. Because he has his dinner after
do
we
you
have
want?
our dinner, and we have our dinner about 5:30.
Do you want a wee-wee?
And he's always a bit of a pain in the backside when we're
poo-poo?
eating. He hovers around us when we're eating. But this last couple of weeks since the clock's changed, he's properly grumpy while we're having our dinner because he's like, well, I should have had mine an hour ago, and you're just sat there eating. So I think he's been absolutely bamboozled by the clocks changing, and it's nearly 9:30, and I think he's ready for us to get out of his bedroom so that he can go to sleep. Right, where were we? Where were we? Ba-da-da-da. I hear a dog approaching. Oh God, he's had a poo, which means he's now going to be a maniac because he's empty. No, Dave.
Oh, Kevin, come on.
That was Dave. He literally just ran
the
in here and
game.
smashed into it.
No, you get
Play
up.
what game? I don't know what you mean.
It's just everywhere. And you'll just
What's
leave
that got
them.
to do with a game? I'll leave it. I tidy up after myself after
You
every
do
stream.
not.
I do.
You do
I
not.
always put this room back together.
You don't take everything.
I take everything I see.
I've left the kitchen open.
Oh.
Or he's in the toilet.
You better not be in the toilet. Oi, David.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Oh. No. Up there. Up there on the chair. Oh, he fell off. He fell off the chair.
And I want a dog for an hour.
Forget an hour. If anyone wants him.
You'd miss him.
Well, I'm sure they'd tell us about him. Alright. Where's me next piece? David, stop walking over the bags. They sound awful.
Well, if you didn't leave them on the floor.
He's the one who knocked them on the floor.
You could pick them up.
And then he'd just knock them down again. What's the point? And you know I'm right. That's why you're making your noise. That's I know he's right, but it's annoying me that he's right noise.
Just pick them up.
For what purpose?
I will put them in here, look. All of them. No. Oh my god. They don't come like that, do they? Flat. Flat them. Make them flat. Does anyone want a Kevin? Put them on the table.
I'm working late. 'Cause you're a female. Dooby-dooby-doo. A quite short female. Dooby-dooby-doo-doo. Where are your elbows? A female human. What's your favourite song?
It's not.
I sing that to you every night. Oi. Put them in the box. The bags. Well, that's where the bags that have still got Lego in now.
Merton. Oh, Merton. Hello, Brick Boy.
Hello. Is that what you're calling me
They're
now?
back.
What do you mean they're back? Who's back?
They said hello again.
Oh, I see. Hello.
Oh, Merton.
Right. Where are we? Here we jolly well go. Nearly dropped it. Ow! It's pinched my thumb flesh.
Yeah, oh, well, it's not never good.
My good old thumb flesh. Ah, is he fully house trained? And what's the returns policy? I assume they mean me, not Dave. I am house trained.
No, he's not.
I do all the cooking.
You don't clean up after yourself.
I clean up the kitchen. I clean the kitchen.
No, you don't. And if anytime you eat something, you leave rabbits everywhere. Anytime.
Yeah, but I pay for the cleaner, so.
You still they come once every 2 weeks. Your penguin packets and your eggs and stuff that you leave, I put in the bin.
How am I to know that?
Because you're supposed
They
to
can
put
come
them in
more
the
often
bin.
if you want.
Just put them in the bin.
Took me years to convince Anna to let us have a cleaner.
Only because I can't do it anymore.
That was the angle I went down in the end. I think it's great.
If I could, I would, but I can't. I just can't do it. It hurts so bad. I'm hurting now, and all I'm doing is sitting and making Lego. That's why I've got to sit like this for now. So yeah.
Apparently you're not selling me very well.
No. Do you clean for when the cleaner comes over? I clean bits up, but it's the hoovering and stuff like that. I just can't do it.
Yeah, they don't do all the cleaning, but they do stuff. They basically do the stuff Anna used to do. Like clean. Well, they do, don't they? They do the hoovering of the stairs. They clean the bathrooms. They like mop the kitchen floor. The stuff that I've traditionally done, they don't do. Like they don't do the cooking. They don't do the washing up. They don't do the washing of our clothes. They don't do
I do.
our bedroom.
We do all that, but
they're just here to do the bits that you physically can't do at the moment.
anything. I can't do. Like I can't hoover the stairs anymore. It physically breaks me.
And I don't have time to help. Kev, you need to do a bit more. Anna's broken. I mean, what more do you want me to do? I do all the cooking. I do the kitchen. I take the bins out. I wash the clothes. Well, we kind of do that between us.
No,
yeah.
we do that together.
And I pay for a cleaner to do the bits that I don't have time to do. So I do plenty. It's not sensible for me to spend loads of time doing cleaning.
Yeah,
when
so we get a cleaner. But
exactly. It's better for us to pay for someone else to come and do it rather than me. We would lose more money by me not working and doing more than we do by just getting someone else to do it. So it makes sense to do it the way we do it. Try and find parts for Anna on Amazon. You can get skeletons on Amazon. I've seen them. I don't know how easy they are to install, but Matt could probably do it.
Who?
Matt. He does all my installations.
Yeah. Yeah, look after your bones, kids. That would be my advice. They don't last forever.
Topher, if there's somebody who's self-promoting and they've been told not to do it before, just ban them. You only need one warning for that. Everyone who's got anything to promote knows it's not internet etiquette to go into someone else's stream and promote your own if that's what's happening. So if that's what somebody's doing, just get them gone. We don't have that kind of stuff go on here. We obey basic rules of internet etiquette.
But isn't like I know they were doing what they were doing.
Weirdly, we can only see one side of the conversation, so I guess it's somebody I've blocked at some point because I can't see what they're saying. Because you look like you're just shouting into the wind, Topher. I can see you atting Brickboy2000 repeatedly, but I've not seen them type a single thing. So I assume they're being caught by an auto mod or something.
What's an auto mod?
That would stop spam. That I guess Topher doesn't have on his end.
What, so it's not a real person? Or it is a real person?
It is a real person, but we can't see it because
okay.
YouTube is not showing it to us. Good Evil can't see it either, so only Topher can see it. Oh, you deleted the message. Okay. That would explain it then. No hurting for you. You are forbidden from hurting. Sometimes you just have to be told. That was me putting my foot down. No more pain for you today. You've had your fill. Don't be greedy. No more pain for women today.
Oh, I wish.
Oh, that song is so annoying. I don't even like the song. That's the really annoying thing about it. It's just frustratingly catchy. And she's a potty mouth.
I like her.
I don't care for potty mouths.
Well, she's just a younger Christina, isn't she, really?
I don't see it.
And I like Christina, so... Well, it's better than you going down, down, and that's it.
I disagree. I love doing that. That's excellent music.
What would you do if it rained £50 notes?
Probably pick up loads of £50 notes.
I do need some morphine. Yes, I do. But
I hate morphine.
They won't give it.
Have you ever had morphine?
No.
It's horrible. You wouldn't. I don't think you'd like it.
I just like something a tiny bit stronger, just to help.
I've had morphine a few times with my gallstones and my kidney stones, and I really, really don't like it.
Don't take.
It feels like your blood is on fire, and then you pass out. Or at least that's my experience of it. Makes me feel like my blood is on fire, and then I just pass out. So that it does. I mean, it stops the pain, but only in so much as I pass out, which I don't particularly enjoy doing.
Oh, it goes that way. Down the Witch's Road.
Yeah, absolutely, the Witch's Road.
What time is it?
It is 9:30 p.m. o'clock.
Do part of bag 20.
Do all of bag 20.
I'm really not.
If you need to stop, stop. You go and have a lie on the sofa. You can still yammer from there, and I'll just finish my bag. You don't have to force yourself to finish the stream if you're injured. People can put up with me on my own for the last
no, I understand
bit.
that the medicine on is addictive. Well, it says it's addictive. I don't think I'm addicted to it. I just need it for the pain. So I don't really know how addiction is to. Like, I could go without it. I don't get.
You don't know that because you never do. Maybe you couldn't. Maybe you'd get the shakes if you had to not take it for a few days.
There's been times when I've forgot to take it. Like in the morning.
Yeah, I don't think you're so addicted that you need to have it on a schedule. But I imagine if you just went cold turkey on a medication, there would be complications to that. I don't think they'd let you just stop taking it all.
I'm in pain, like, from the moment I wake up. So I need, like, I don't think paracetamol will help.
No.
No. Well, they just keep upping my pregabalin until I exhaust that, I guess. I coughed up 35 quid after watching your tips video last night.
Excellent. What, on the
What were you
on the
telling
mat?
them to buy?
We talked about it was the 5 essential tools. So the wang jangler, the app, a mat, the trays. What was the fifth one?
How much are mats?
It was like 30 quid. I thought it was less than that when I made the video. I think it was less when I got it. Maybe I got it on a deal. And a light.
What do you need a light for?
It helps with seeing, I find.
My old man eyes. Oh,
yes, my old man eyes.
Now your fire's on, it's fell over.
Fixed it.
Right. Oh, does it go down when something comes down it then?
Yes, when Santa Claus comes down the chimney.
Yeah,
chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
How have you got to?
I said chimney.
Ow.
Dum 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 dee dum 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 dee doo. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chimney o'clock. You've put that in my head now. For the rest of the stream, boys and girls, we are chim chimneying. Just so you're aware. Chim chimney, chim chim. I don't know any of the other words either.
Chim chim chiroo.
Oh, Anna's chim chimneying. I am a kangaroo. It's the perfect size for my table. What's the perfect size for yours? Oh, the mat. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I struggle to follow the conversations. I'm old.
Try having metal rods in your neck and hands and screws everywhere and tell you.
I've got plenty of metal in her.
I've got metal in me too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think this is a pain competition.
No.
Anna suffers from chronic pain. I don't think that needs to be disputed by anyone. I also acknowledge that other people suffer from chronic pain too. And it's not a competition of who's in the most pain. think Curve should start collecting Lego Fortnite sets. We already have all
We
of
all
them.
have.
We got sent them by Lego. It was our first collaboration with Lego directly. Not through this channel, ironically. My Football Manager channel got sent them because I guess they reached out to gaming creators. So they reached out to me as a gaming creator, and I was like, yeah, definitely. By the way, I do have a Lego channel as well. Didn't get any response to that, but they sent the sets. So we did them. We reviewed them on this channel.
Oh, laying down. If I'm laying down, hold on. On my
When is it too early for Christmas food to be in stores? It's never too early for Christmas food to be in stores. Christmas food is delicious.
They say Christmas food, okay.
I agree, Anna should go and rest, yes. I don't think you need to force yourself to stay at the desk while I finish this bag. If you're done, you can go and... I mean, the sofa's right there. You can kick Dave off. Anna's manning the chat and supervising me while I finish off. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim pansy. I think that's how it goes. It's a song about a chimpanzee. I said that because someone said you can't be in pain all the time. So, yeah, if anyone said that, they are wrong. Sorry, I didn't see the other side of it. Yeah, if someone said that, they are just fundamentally wrong. Of course, it's possible to be in pain all the time. That's what chronic pain is.
Waking up is the worst for me. It's
wake me up before you go.
You've got a piece there.
Yeah, I'm putting a sticker on it.
What, here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's why I got it out and put it there.
Why? Goodness me.
I'd love to buy Lego, but it's so blooming expensive. Star Wars Lego is so good. I mean, the expensive sets are expensive. The cheap sets are still cheap. I guess if you're really into Lego, but the Star Wars stuff is too expensive, don't get the Star Wars stuff, I suppose. I think there are some cheaper Star Wars sets. I got the mini size Millennium Falcons, less than £50 at the moment, I think, which is pretty good value, I think, for any Lego set. It's a fun build as well. I built that, and I'm not even into Star Wars. Right, I've done my 4 stickers. Only 4 stickers in the entire set. This one's a spaceship. Spaceman.
There's only 4 stickers in that.
Good.
In the I still don't know what it's called. What's it called?
It's Botanical Garden. I've got myself lost here. Oh, there we go. Couldn't work out what I was doing for a minute there. I was losing my brains. The chair's not got a base on it. It's not going to be very comfortable basically sitting on the cup of a chair sat on the floor. If only a handsome content creator made a video about Lego price points and gifts, etc. Exactly. Currently building the exact same set, Kevin, and Santa's video. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. I love these. I love these Winter Village sets. They are so fun. It's like doing a modular, but you can do it in an evening because they're half the size. But the build quality is the same. Do we what?
Adam Boothman.
Smoothman. It's Smoothie Magoo. Yeah, that's Smoothman. Smoothie Magoo's in.
Hello.
My former secretary.
You used to be mean to him.
I've never been mean to him. He loved it. He loved it. Smoothie Magoo. Smoothie Magoo.
Oh, he's trying to get a doctor's appointment. And I'd like to...
Who's trying to get a doctor?
Well, no, they're saying... I said, Anna can't be in that much pain. Anna can't be, but I meant doctors shouldn't leave her in pain. He's trying to get an appointment and have medication that's not... Like, I had some medicine at 7:30 and I'm now in pain again, and it shouldn't... Pain shouldn't only last 2 hours when you can only have it every 4 to 6 hours. And it hurts. And it's new parts that are hurting now, so...
New parts, eh? That's a lovely table.
That is a lovely table with a lovely runner on it.
Where did we get
You've got to pay for your own membership here, Smoothfoot.
Yeah, he turns up on my Twitch streams once a month, has someone buy him a sub, and then just leaves and doesn't come back for a month.
I see.
I think he's got dirt on this person.
Just finished the Burrows while stuck at home with a gout attack. Oh dear.
Who's got a gout attack?
Joel.
Don't like that's one thing I've managed to avoid so far. Gout. I imagine it's next on my hit list after high blood pressure, gallstones, kidney stones. Feel like I'm an ideal candidate for a drop of gout at some point. My dad suffers with it, so I imagine it's in my future. Really look forward to that. What am I building? I'm building one of the Winter Village sets, the Santa's Visit, and it's tremendous.
You got a tree, didn't you?
I did get a tree. Although the base plate's coming up. Yikes. I'll show you it in a second because I've nearly finished this bag and I think that's where we're going to call
this
it.
Window is
Ah! The legs are falling off my dooberry.
Kevin.
Hello,
the window
female.
is ski whiff.
Skew whiff, yeah.
So the back bit I was doing.
I bet Smoothman says ski whiff. Because he's northern.
Oh, my top is...
Ah!
It's black and blue and not white and gold. I never understood that because I could never see it as white and gold. I just don't know how. But do you need help? Do you need someone with small hands to help you there?
No.
Oh, you seem to be struggling.
You're struggling.
Your plant pot's turned over.
Your plant pot's turned... What plant pot? Ah, my plant pot's turned over. Right. Where was I? They get fiddly once you start manipulating the interior.
You like your fire's down again.
Yeah, that's how I want it.
Oh, so you light it.
I get gout nowadays, which is fun. Ah, smoothie. Smoothie. No gout for me, thank you. I'd like to avoid that one. Alright. Although, it would be quite fun saying a bout of gout, probably.
I thought that's what your thing was at first. I thought that was
What thing?
gout. Your bump, whatever that is. What's it called?
What, my bunion? No, it's definitely a bunion.
Yes, I am enjoying the Burrows build because I like the way it's unbalanced, but it's stable. Kevin was like, it doesn't look very stable.
Oh! Nearly
What
lost.
are you doing there? Why?
Because you make me sitting, hanging off the corner
I'm
like a peasant.
literally... There you go.
And sometimes I lose my balance. Peasant Kevin, as they call me. I'm a pleasant peasant, but a peasant all the same.
The DOG is in a ball, and yes, he is doing what you said he's doing.
What, snoring?
Look at it.
Oh, goodness me. What a pathetic creature.
This is the new one, yes, Smoothman. This is the new one.
The collector's edition.
It is ski whiff.
Skew whiff.
Ski
I'll
whiff.
never get on board with ski whiff. I just can't.
So I said say it.
I know.
So I did.
I can never agree to those terms. Fiddle my eyeballs. Goodness me.
No, thank you. You keep doing them seats.
I struggle with the fiddly interiors. I've got giant masculine fingers.
I've not seen shorts there in a while. It's
Right.
Kevin tired. Kevin's always tired.
I didn't sleep very well last
Yeah,
night.
Kevin didn't get up till gone 9
I
today.
I woke up at like 3 a.m.
Apparently he talked to me.
Absolutely pebble dashed the toilet.
Yeah, you need to go and clean that as well. I'm not doing
I then
that.
couldn't get back to sleep, so I sat there reading a book for like an hour, and it got to like 4:30, and I was like, I'm moving my alarm. I'm changing the alarm to 9 o'clock because I am tired, but I just can't sleep. So yeah, it wasn't a fun night last night. So I am quite tired. So I think we're going to wrap it here. But
Well, I woke up at 8 today, and I'm thinking, why is I thought it was Saturday.
this is 6 bags in. to Santa's visit. So
You
that's
should
the
wait till
exterior.
next one,
No, I
Monday.
need to. It'll be in the video. I'm doing a Winter Village video soon. That's the interior. So that's the table I was just fiddling with and struggling with. But we've got a little bedroom situation over that side, a fireplace with stockings over this side. We've got some minifigs and some presents and stuff down here. A little
If you put
picket
that down,
fence
people
thing.
will be able to
But
see.
this is the best part of it so far because it's such a cool Christmas tree. But the coolest thing about it is you press down on the top, and it lights up. Oh, I've taken the base out. That's why it didn't work. Hold on. There you go. So the Christmas tree lights up.
Were you just going like this? And
Yes, I was. It wasn't working. There you go. So it's very, very cool. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And it will be in the Winter Village, which there should be a Winter Village video coming out next week sometime, because this will be the third of the Winter Village sets I've made. I've got the main street as well. It's got the tram. So I'm going to be getting that from
But what do
probably
we
over the
not
weekend.
do?
We don't smash it off the side of the shelf so it shatters into a million pieces. It's not a power. Is it a
so
powered tram?
funny.
I haven't even looked. If it's not, I'm
Is that-
gunst to power it.
Is that TikTok? And is that a
The TikTok is
on
on TikTok. It's all. I think it's on YouTube as well. Me crashing my
the
train.
face? It's just
I have ordered the parts for buffers, so there's going to be buffers all before I power those trains up again. I've repaired them, but I don't dare drive them until I've got buffers. But boys and girls, we are going to wrap the stream up there. We will be streaming again on Monday night. We are going to try and get into a routine now of Mondays and Fridays being stream days, and then like 3 or 4 full-length videos a week, a couple of shorts a week, and really trying to push the daily content on the channel. We've done it for the last week, and it's been a noticeable boost in views as a result. So that's the plan. There's a video coming out tomorrow. Tomorrow is our Christmas gift guide, which is another long one like the Advent calendar one, where I show lots of sets.
you snuck into my room.
Yeah, there's some stuff from in here. I've filmed some of Anna's sets for that because I had to include the peacock. The peacock's great, but she doesn't know where it is. I know where it is. I'm looking at it now. But we will wrap the stream up there. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up on your way out. Make sure you subscribe if you are new, and we will see you on Monday. Goodbye, everybody. I can take off my